Meiko, you're so stupid. Konana cries. The energy difference is insane. I'm crying between you and me. Meiko is literally crying her eyeballs out, having a depressive episode. Literally grieving in all 7 stages of grief. And I'm like, oh my god, I miss you so much. This is disgusting. This is so funny. I miss you too, Bibi. Also, Kitty and Nines. I'm gonna make you guys mods. Give me a second. Standard moderator. Where's Nines? Nines, there you go. Add as moderator. Okay. There we go. Oh my god. I was in Meiko's stream earlier, and I was also in Kitty's stream earlier, but we have a lot to talk about. Oh my gosh. I know Meiko was crying in her stream. Oh, she's my crybaby. She's my pathetic, sopping, wet, stupid, stinky little cat crybaby. I love her. Also, thank you so much for all the gifted gifting. Thank you so much for the 20 gifting. And Fizzle, thank you for the 5 gifting. And Mista, thank you for the 20 gifting. And Greed, thank you for the membership for 4 months. And Sugiwa. And Urabagi-san, thank you for the membership for 11 months. Okay, it was fun. It was great meeting a lot of you guys, even if chat didn't realize it. And Maji. I'm a shopping wet cat. I cry everything. You do. Oh my gosh. Anyways. So. BGM's too loud. Oh, gomen. I think my voice is just a bit too soft. Okay, there we go. Hi, gomen. We are so back. Hi! So. We have a lot to talk about. I'll try to read all of the memberships as well in the end so I can yap max, okay? So basically, surprise, I went to America. Surprise! I went to Offkai. And I had a lot of fun. I was in America for about 1 week, which is pretty short, but it's really, I've been so busy. I can't stay for any longer than 1 week. And yeah, I stayed with Meiko and a friend of ours who I can finally say who it is. I stayed with Miss Kitty Mama, VT, and her husband, Noines. And yeah, let me show you Miss Kitty. This is what she looks like. She is a VTuber on Twitch, and she is genuinely the most mommy. The kindest, most generous, sweetest mommy. I love her so much. This is what she looks like. This is my new mom. She's my new mom. She's literally my mom now. Literally mommy. Literally the sweetest, most generous, kindest, sweetest, most loveliest, beautiful woman ever. And she's literally my mommy. She's literally my mommy. Yeah. And also, I know some of you guys are like, Nines? But there's a Nines in Offkai who is like some dude, I have no idea who he is. He like carried my iPad around. That's Nines who works at Offkai. And then there's a different Nines. who is husband of my new mom. So he's basically my new dad now. And yeah, they're literally the sweetest, kindest, most generous. Like, her heart is just so big and so sweet, and something else is big too, but she is literally so. Okay, so let's walk through my journey, my little adventure, like day by day. Yeah, let's go through it like in chronological order. So basically, Meiko offered me a place to stay, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to stay with my friend? She's really sweet. She's really nice. I promise she's not weird." And I was like, "Okay, if Meiko likes this person, I like this person too." And so I ended up going a day earlier than Meiko. I think it's just because we were a bit silly and we organized our times to be a bit different, like our flight times. But I arrived a day early and I was really nervous. I was like, what if she doesn't like me? What if I'm weird? What if I don't want to be a bad guest? I was so worried. I was like, I really, really, really don't want to be a bad guest. I really, really, really don't want to be a you know, I don't want to be like a spoiled, horrible guest. And so I tried so hard to be, I was like when I first met Kitty in a group chat with Meiko or stuff, I was like, "Hello, ma'am, it's nice to meet you. If you need me to sweep the floor, wash the dishes, do the laundry, mow the lawn, polish the tables, polish the windows, I'll do anything to make living with me easier, please." And the first thing she said to me was, "Your only job is to have a good time." Gun emoji. And I was like, mommy. Yeah. And then, she picked me up from the airport, and the entire time we were chatting, and I was like, wow, this person and I get along so well. And I later found out that Meiko and I and Kitty were all ENFPs. All of us are ENFPs. And I was like, wow, I'm getting along with this person so well. And they are so nice and so normal and just so lovely. And I didn't know anything much about like San Fran. And so Kitty was telling me all about the wildlife and like the nature and like everything, and like she was telling me about the squirrels and about raccoons, and I just felt like this person is just so like motherly and so like wonderful, and I'm like, mommy. But I didn't call her that. I didn't call her because I was like, that's a bit weird to call someone I've just met. But literally, like as soon as I got to the house and I was just staying, I was unpacking, she gave me some beef stew. That I think that was the moment where the trajectory of my life started to change. She was like, "Oh, my husband made some beef stew. Would you like to try it? It's from a Final Fantasy cookbook." And their house and everything has a lot of like game stuff because they love, you know, games and like anime and stuff. And I was just like, whoa, this is such a comfortable, cozy space. And they gave me the beef stew and I ate into it. And bro, let me tell you, after a 13.5-hour flight, of just being so tired, so jet lagged, fighting for my life, that beef stew changed the trajectory of my life. And she was like, "Yeah, my husband made it. It's from a Final Fantasy 14 cookbook." And I literally was about to cry when I had it out. I was like, "It's so good, mommy. It's so good." I didn't bring my laptop and stuff because I'm stupid and I forgot to, and I was like, oh, it's really heavy, I don't want to carry it. And so Kitty gave me her like laptop, and I made the promotional video for our concert on it, and I also made some graphics, and I was doing graphic design all day, and we were just chatting, and I was like, wow, this is such a lovely life. What a lovely life. I was like, bro, I want to live here. I want to live here real. Oh God, so bad. And the weather in San Fran is so lovely. The birds are chirping, the flowers are out. And afterwards, we went on a hot girl walk too. And it was just gorgeous. Like I was low-key like a bit nervous, a bit stressed about just flying and everything and the con and everything. And I was also so sleepy. I was fighting for my life against jet lag, against everything, the universe, just everything. I was fighting for my life. But Kitty was like, "Hey, do you want to go on a hot girl walk? You know, I know all the routes around here that we can go around. It's like maybe 10-20 minute walk." And I was like, "Yeah, beautiful, gorgeous." I could feel, okay, so in case some of you guys don't know right now, Australia is currently in winter, yeah? Because I'm in the southern hemisphere. And so right now I'm looking outside my window and my depression is kicking in. It is so cold and gray, gloomy, not a single sign of life in sight. And so when I went to San Fran, the sun was out, the birds were chirping, the squirrels were running around, the flowers were out, and I was like, I looked at Kitty and I was like, "Kitty, I can feel the depression leaving my body like a spirit evaporating." just a warm sunny day can fix me. It fixed me. It saved me. And yeah, it was just so lovely. It was so lovely. And yeah, and so afterwards, let me show you some photos that I have. So I brought a bunch of Aussie snacks for my collab with Non and Ami and Mako. And I gave some to Kitty to try. I made Kitty and Nines try all my snacks too. So, oh wait, these are my business cards. I printed out some business cards, chat, before coming to Offkai. Yeah, I printed out some business cards. Look at them. They're pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. I didn't give all of them out because I forgot to, because I'm silly, but I printed a lot. And I think they look pretty nice. I designed this in like 1 hour at a cafe, and I rushed to print this the night before Offkai. But yeah, it looks pretty nice, right? Yeah. I didn't give away all of them though because I got silly and I forgot to give them out. But I made Kitty and Nines try all of my snacks. So this is one of them. So the Australians in chat will know what shapes are. Shapes are usually in long hexagon shapes. They're usually like hexagon, and the box is usually pink or purple. But this one I got at Sydney Airport had a black box and it had Vegemite flavor. And I was like, okay, let's bring it to the Americans. Maybe they'll enjoy it. And so, you drew it in an hour? Oh, I didn't draw that. That's commissioned art. But I did the design. I hated bro, Vegemite is so yummy. I don't know what Mako was on, okay? I think she's just used to like really like posh, like, you know, white people food, okay? Like prosciutto or whatever. But this was yummy, okay? But Kitty liked it, okay? And that's all that matters. Mummy liked it, that's all that matters. So this is Vegemite and cheese flavored. And how do I describe this? Vegemite's taste is very similar to like dark soy sauce. And it's a bit savory, and it's got cheese on it too, which mellows out the flavor. I really like it. Non liked it. Army liked it. Kitty liked it. Mako, you're the weird one. So that was that. Yeah, we had shapes on our hot girl walk. That was amazing. Afterwards, we had ramen for dinner. I forgot what was the name of the shop. I don't remember, but it was really yummy. It was really spicy. It was delicious. I think it was called like Curry Mountain or something. Curry King, Curry Mountain, something like that. I found out Kitty's spice meter is broken. Homegirl. Okay, so this was a level 3 spice, I think. And Kitty got a level 8. And I was already fighting for my life. Like I was at my limit at 3. I was like sweating. I was snotty. My mouth was hurting. And I was like, okay, I'm good. This is a good sweat. You know, a good spice. Kitty got 8. She's broken. I don't know. We're Vegemite converts? Yes. It's yeast. It is yeast. Okay, we need to talk more about the yeast later. The yeast? We need to talk more about yeast. later. Yeah. But that's for later. Anyways. But yeah, she got an 8. So yeah, whoa. I was like, whoa, you're insane for that. You are insane for that. But yeah, it was super lovely. And then afterwards, we got some dessert. This one's called Tong Sui. And it's got like coconut tofu pudding, sticky rice and mango. I literally inhaled this in 30 seconds flat. I was like, yummy, thank you. It was so yummy. It was so good. Yeah, we went on a hot girl walk for dessert. Inhaled this in 30 seconds. Life is good. Life is great. It was so yummy. And then yeah, I think that was basically it for the first day. What's this? Oh yeah, and then day 2. I made mommy and daddy some Vegemite for breakfast, and this was their first time trying Vegemite. And so I wanted to be careful. I wanted to give them 3 options just in case they hated one of them or just they don't like any of them. And it was so funny because they're like they were like, oh, what is this Vegemite? How do you eat it? What do you normally eat it with? Okay, you can put on however much butter and stuff you want. So the middle one is just Vegemite. The middle one is Vegemite, butter and honey. And the one on the left is Kewpie mayo, Vegemite, butter. And then the one on the right is cheese, honey, Vegemite, butter. Yeah. And so we had that for breakfast, and we cut it into 3 little finger-sized bits, and Mom and Dad and I all had some, and they really liked it. I was so happy. I was so happy that they enjoyed it. Yeah, I was so happy because like Vegemite has the worst reputation on the internet, especially with American people. They're like, bro, it tastes ass. And that's because content creators on like YouTube and stuff, they'll be like, hey, welcome back to my channel. We're trying Vegemite today. And they'll take a spoonful, like a massive spoonful, and they'll shove it in their mouths like it's Nutella. And of course it's gonna taste bad. It's like if you drank an entire bowl of dark soy sauce. Like, of course it's gonna be bad. Vegemite is hella salty, bro. It's hella salty. But it's really good for you. It's got like B1 vitamins, B2 vitamins, B12 vitamins, B6 vitamins. So it's actually really good for your like brain function and immune system because it's made of concentrated yeast. Speaking of yeast, we'll get to that later. Speaking of yeast, I have a story later involving Meiko and Non's yeast. But anyways, Mom and Dad liked it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah. And then afterwards, Mummy took me on a shopping trip. Yeah. First we went to Target. That was so nice. We went to Target and I was shocked. Targets in Australia, they don't sell food, okay? I think it's because of like the licensing issues and just food safety issues, and just a lot of like strict regulations in Australia regarding food and like franchises and licensing and stuff. So we don't sell food in Target. Target has a really, really big clothing section in Australia. Okay, they mostly sell clothes. And like they sell some other household appliances and like party supplies, camping supplies, just like a tiny bit. But it's mostly clothes. So when I went to Target in America, first of all, number one, whoa. It's the size of a school building. It's the size of an entire shopping mall, like by itself. What? And they have CVS and Starbucks inside? Like, what? I was shocked, bro. I was shocked. And so we went inside because we needed to get some snacks for Mego. Mego really wanted some beef jerky and stuff and like some Gatorade and stuff. So we went to go buy that. And wow, I was so shocked. I was like, wow, it's so wow. And we did a little bit of clothes shopping too. I got a nice shirt. That was nice, yeah. And it was very, very cool. Very, very cool experience. Oh, and a really pretty lady complimented me and Kitty's like skirts and stuff. And I was like, oh, thank you. I've said this before, but once again, people never compliment you in Australia unless they're like a very outspoken white old lady. But like most people, especially young people, they will like never go out of their way to like compliment you because everyone in Australia has like tall poppy syndrome, especially in Sydney, where like everyone tries to put down everyone's achievements, including their own. Like nobody's allowed to succeed kind of attitude. But yeah, there was this really pretty girl and she was so cute and she was like, oh, I like your skirts. And I was like, ah, thank you. But yeah, Target was great. It was really, really cool. Yeah. And then after that, I think we went to Trader Joe's. Yeah, Trader Joe's. And listen, I know normal people go to America and they'll take photos of like the Golden Gate Bridge, the Statue of Liberty. They'll take photos of like, I don't know, like things like that. I take photos of the salad section at Trader Joe's because I think that is truly magical. Would you look at this? So much salad. And all of it was so yummy. Trader Joe's is amazing. I love Trader Joe's. The salad was so yummy. Mommy and I brought the salad home and we just sat down under the beautiful hot girl summer sun with just some delicious boba and a salad. And like, what a lovely time that was. What a gorgeous, beautiful time that was. I was so happy. I love Trader Joe's salads. It was so filling. I didn't expect that to be like filling, but it was. Yeah. And of course, wait. Where's CVS? Oh, here it is. This is the most important one. CVS. This was the most important one. CVS. I could talk all day about CVS. I can talk all day about CVS, okay? They have meds. they have like actual medication. They have pharmacists working there who are educated to give you medication. But as they're selling you medication, you can also buy alcohol. And I was like, I was talking to Kitty about this. And I was like, Kitty, surely this is dangerous. Surely selling medication and alcohol in the same premises is surely dangerous. And she was like, no, nobody's gonna take their meds and drink alcohol at the same time to kill themselves. And I was like, I don't know. Someone might. And then they also sell flowers. They also have frozen burritos. They also have printing. You can also take your passport photo there. And I was like, wow. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. And like, cause for my business cards, yeah, like these ones, I had to go to Officeworks. And Officeworks is like a stationery printing specific wide like franchise in Australia. So a lot of people just do printing specifically at Officeworks because they specifically sell technology, stationery, and printing. Like that is what Officeworks is all about. When it's back to school season, Officeworks are so busy because everyone's buying new laptops, they're doing printing, and they're buying new stationery. But I was so shocked that you can do that at a pharmacy and with really good quality, like glossy photo paper. What? And you can buy like photo frames at like CVS too. Like just think about that. Like the concept of CVS. I can just get alcohol and buy a photo frame. Like what? Like what? Oh my gosh. And it's like, wow. I love how amazed you are by this. Hi, Moni. Hello. but like the concept, like I can buy my allergy meds because I did buy allergy meds because the pollen was like attacking me. I can buy allergy meds. I can print photos, get my passport photo taken, and get a cheeky drink all in one go. Like, I'm shocked. Anyways, the whole reason why I was at CVS was because I wanted to print stupid photos of my friends. So when we took group photos, like no homie was left behind. So this is Peebo. He's an MV editor friend of mine, and here's Junebug P, who wrote Cerulea's original song, Evermore Blue. So these are my homies. I printed some more other homies too, like Vedra and stuff. But yeah, I wanted their stupid faces, so no homie gets left behind. No, that's allergies. This girl's a squeaky toy. Bro, so basically so the layout of what it looks like for Mako and I's sleeping arrangements is that I slept on the floor and Mako slept on the couch. And so I slept on the floor on this really soft like futon blanket with just a bunch of blankets over me. And I love sleeping on the floor. And Mako had her couch and she really liked it. And the thing is, because we're in the same room, we can hear everything. And so I have allergies because of hay fever and pollen. And I didn't take my meds like during the night because I take it during the morning. So at nighttime it kind of like wears off and I get really squeaky like at night and in the morning. And what do you mean by squeaky? No. What do you mean by squeaky? You have allergies. Why are you squeaking? Bro. When I rub my nose because my nose is itchy, my nose gets squeaky. When I blow my nose with like paper, with like tissue, my nose gets squeaky. I gotta like my nose is squeaky. And when I sneeze, my nose is also squeaky. And it's so bad because Mako would be laughing at me. Yeah, I'm squeaky. I'm squeaky. Yeah. But yeah, I really like the futon floor. But yeah, I would wake up in the morning and my nose would be itchy because I haven't taken my allergy meds yet, and I'll just be like rubbing my nose. Yeah. Nya, artsteria, the squeaky one. You rub your nose like a monster. It's because I haven't taken my meds. And I rub my eyes too because my eyes also get itchy because of like pollen and stuff. So my eyes and my nose get itchy. And my eyes are squeaky too, apparently. My eyes are squeaky. My pupils, my eyeballs are squeaky. Apparently. apparently I was in the Uber and I was really tired. I think it was like after the collab at like Non's place, and we were in the Uber back and it was like 4 a.m. and I was so tired and I was so like just dead, and the allergies were like my biggest op is my allergies, and then my ops were jumping me. They were getting me, and so I was rubbing my eyes, and apparently my eyes squeaked, and they were like, how are your eyes squeaky, bro? Oh no! Her eyes are squeaky. Oh my gosh. Squeaky stereo, that's me. I was like, girl, please go easier on your face. And I was like, but yeah, that's apparent. I found out I'm squeaky. Yep. Anyways, Mountain Dew. I must talk about this. Okay, so next story is this is day 2. Before I picked up Mako, I went to pick up my like guest badges and like everything, and I picked up like all my like my schedule, my itinerary, met up with like my tech liaison or whatever. And before I went to America, all the guests had to fill out a form going like, what's your name, what time are you flying in, stuff like that, right? And at the bottom of that list, it was like, what is your favorite snack or drink? And I wrote down, I want to try an iconic American drink. Anything like Baja Blast or like Mountain Dew, like anything is fine, just something iconic. And so when I went to go pick up my badge, my liaison is like, oh, hold on, Nana-san, we have something for you. And he goes and he comes back with this absolute massive box of 20 Mountain Dew Baja Blast. And I was like, what? I thought you were gonna give me one. I thought I was gonna get one. Or like maybe like a tiny little snack. I thought I was gonna get one, but they gave me 20. I got a whole like freaking crate, and I was so heavy. And I was like, and they were like, oh, enjoy your iconic American drink. And I was like, thank you. What do we do? And so I had to give like a bunch to my friends. And I didn't even have one. Yeah, because you were a good girl and you restricted yourself from soda because you restricted. Yes, you had self-control. And like I didn't realize that like Baja Blast and Mountain Dew were basically like the same thing. I didn't know they were basically the same thing, and I didn't know what Baja Blast tastes like. But apparently my friends drank it and they said this is what Baja Blast tastes like, and I was like, oh, okay. Yummy! Yeah, it was very, very sweet though. It was very sweet. But yeah, it was so nice. And I didn't take any photos, but I also met up with Miss Alias Anono and Ko Maria from VTUBER, and I gave them some Baja Blast too because I had too many. Yeah, you can see in this photo. Is it this photo? Huh? No, that's San Francisco. That's San Francisco. Where? Oh, here, this photo. So you can kind of see here. You see this Ko Maria thing? Yeah, I met up with Miss Ko Maria and Miss Alias Anono, and she signed the little like picture card, trading card thingo, and I gave her mine and I signed it and she signed it, and it was so nice. And I gave them some Baja Blast, and yeah, I love them both. I love them. They're so nice and they're so sweet and they're so beautiful. So beautiful. I ended up seeing them like a bajillion more times later throughout the con as well. But yeah, I gave them some Baja Blast. That was really nice. Yeah. Where's my Baja Blast? There we go. And yeah, that was a really cool thing. That was really cool. Did it taste iconic? It did. Yeah. Wait, who from VTUBER? Ko Maria and Alias Anono. Yeah, I met them. But yeah, and then day 3 was actually day 1 of the con. I looked around and looked at a bunch of merch. I found this cute one of Japad. I found this really cute art of Japad and Tabi-chan. Yeah, Tabi-chan looks so cute and Japad looks menacing. That was really cute. And I saw like really cute like merch of like Hololive and stuff. Like look how cute this is. It's so beautiful. I really like the Sweet-chan one. It's so pretty. I didn't buy it though. I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy anything. I just bought a bunch of my own merch. And look, I found this of Ami and Phoebe. I can't remember which table this was on, but I found these trading cards. What did they say? It says, what does it say? It says, Perks heartwarming, what does it say? Heartwarming, wholesome singer. And then Ami says, Perks, Frogger's adorable, bullyable. Yeah, and I saw them. And there was a lot. There was actually a lot of like Phoebe Army merch. And it was so cute. It was so cute. I wonder if she saw them. I wonder if she saw them. But I saw the standee of Phoebe as well. And I was like, it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I can't believe you met both of them. I did. Is that the Osh table? Yeah, I think so. I can't remember what table it was. But I saw this and it was so cute. I love her. Yeah, and I saw these badges of Froggers! And Miss Phoebe's beautiful face. Kawaii! So kawaii. Yeah. So kawaii. Metsu kawaii. Isha. And then I saw this one of Miss Phoebe as well, these standees. They're so cute. She was doing her meet and greet there. Pretty sure she saw them all. Yeah, and I also did a collab later with Miss Army, so yeah. Nyanya, welcome home. Hi, Yua. Hello. Hi, Yua. Chuk chuk chuk. Yua-chan. Tadaima. Yua. Okay, and I saw this sticker of Shimgi and Meiko. It was so cute. Look at them. They're beautiful. Beautiful. Look at them. I don't know if Meiko got the sticker of her. But it's so cute. I can't remember what table this was at either. Sorry, but it's so cute. That was so cute. And then this one. This one. Did you guys buy this one? Did you guys go to Bibi and Yusi's table? So these artists called Bibi and Yusi, they are the cutest little people ever. I love them. And they're so nice as well. So this Nana like uwu PN little like phone strap. It's a phone charm strap. And they're tiny, okay? They're actually tiny. But I bought like 10 of them. I bought so many of them because I want to give them to my friends and stuff. And I gave one to like Kitty and Nines and Meiko as well. Oh my god, I forgot to give them to Non and Army. I should have given them to Non and Army. No! But I got so many of these. And I forgot to take a photo of the table, but I can show you in like this photo. So they were also selling Prism Project members, but like in jars. Like look at this. We are in the jar. We are in the jar. And every single time Meiko and I like saw this table or like past that like table, we would look at each other and we'll be like, jar. She's so stupid. I love her. Stinky. Stupid. Where am I? Oh yes, here. But yeah, I got a bunch of me in that jar as well. I got like 10, I think, of me in the jar. And then Bibi and Yusi are so sweet. They were like, oh, do you want any of like the other members? I can give you some and for free. And I was like, excuse me? For free? That is not okay. And so I bought some because I'm gonna see Iku and like Menno maybe soon. So I bought some. But then we went back another day and they were like, oh, we went back on the last day and they were like, oh, do you want any more of like the other members for free? Sorry, like some of them are sold out, but I can give you the ones that are not sold out. And I was like, please, yes, thank you. And so we got so many jars. We got so many jars. Yua, I got you. Yura-chan, I got you in a jar. Yeah. Meiko says she loves you, but is so tired she can't even type goodnight right now. Oh, Meiko, I love you too. Meiko, I love you. I love you. I love you. But yeah, they gave it to me for free, which is unbelievable. And guess what? Chat? Guess what? I need to find it. So, you see these shikishi boards? Bibi and Yusi drew these illustrations on the shikishi board for me. Look how beautiful they are. Okay, they are so pretty. So, on the first day that I went, Bibi gave me this one on the far right. And I was like, excuse me? And I told Bibi I was gonna come, so I think she knew I was coming, but Yusi didn't know I was coming. And so Bibi gave me this shikishi board, and I was like, oh my gosh! And then day 2, Yusi drew another one for me, and she wrote the sweetest message on the back. Let me find it. Okay, so Yusi said on the back of the shikishi board, thank you so much for liking my stuff. I've been a fan of your covers, music for so long. You're amazing, and I'm so excited to see what you have planned for the future. I'm so sorry, I forgot your hair details for the charms. I wish I caught the mistakes. Thank you so much, always for being so cool and amazing. I love you so much, Yusi. Ah, she's so sweet. And guess what? We made a stupid mistake as well. We made a very, very silly mistake. When we picked up all of like the Prima like jars, Yusi gave them to us in like a big paper bag, and we went to go say hi to Sol and Sue at their booth, and we went to say hi to like some other vendors as well, but we left our bag of jars at Sol's booth. And so Yusi reached out on Twitter and was like, hello, like I was wondering if this is yours. And I was like, oh my god, I'm not even at the higher bit right now. I'm so sorry, I forgot it. We left it behind. We'll go like meet you very soon, maybe like an hour. And so we had to go meet them again at the hotel. And Yusi and Bibi were there waiting for us, holding the bag. And I was like, thank you so much. It is so sweet, so sweet. And Meiko ended up giving them some like of her white ramen as well, to like thank them and stuff. And that was so sweet. And speaking of vendors, this is Yusi and Bibi's booth. Yeah, it is so cute. Speaking of vendors though, I don't have a photo of Kuno's booth, but Kuno, actual MVP. I love Kuno. Actual MVP. And Meow as well. Huge. Actual MVP. Okay, let me take a photo. Of like Kuno and Meow. I'm gonna steal it from their Twitter, okay? I'm stealing it from their Twitter. Because I forgot to take a photo of their booth. But this is Kuno and Meow. And they are the nicest, sweetest people ever as well. Okay, so this is their booth, yeah? And this is us, front and center. It's us. My gosh, Nana. And they had like smaller postcard versions of us as well. And we got to go sign some like posters for Kuno and Meow as well. And yeah, that was like I forgot what day was it, but I think it was on like the second day that Kuno was like, Prism fans, Nana and Meiko were kind enough to sign a very limited number of prints for me to sell. Come by T26. Yes, we did sign them. And yeah, they were so sweet to work with. Just the kindest, honestly. And yeah, they were like, oh, we're willing to give you some prints for free. And I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah, I loved them so much, and they were so like just supportive. And when we went to go talk to them, Kuno was like, I wish I would have drawn more like Prism art, because I'm not gonna lie, like you guys as prints are the most popular. We sold out on day 1. And I was like, no way! No way we sold out! No way we sold out on day 1. And he was like, yeah, I had to go like print some more for day 2 because you guys are so popular. And I was like, more! I was so happy. Yeah. This, yeah. No, these are both drawn by Newsy. Oh, they're both drawn by Newsy. Oh my gosh, thank you. Bibi, also welcome, Bibi. Welcome, Bibi. Thank you so much. Also, I love you so much. Thank you for stopping at our booth. This is Newsy. Hi, Newsy. Hello. Hi, Bibi. Hi, Newsy. Hello. Thank you so much for the shikishi boards. They're beautiful. But yes, for these signed prints, I heard they also were sold out in 1 hour. And I feel kind of bad because I heard from Kuno that there were some staff members who lined up like even much earlier than when like normal guests were allowed. Normal like people, like normal con-goers. Normal people were allowed to go in. I heard that some staff people lined up early and asked for the signed prints too. So that's probably also why the prints like got sold super fast, the signed ones. So I feel kind of bad, but maybe next time. It was so fun getting to see Kuno and Meow. They're both so sweet. Yeah. And we wrote them like a thank you, like letter as well. Yeah. So. Yeah. It was so lovely. I used my double rainbow privileges to new in there. Arigatou gozaimasu. I saw Mako tweet and ran in. Yeah. But yes, that was so nice. Oh, and then wait, is this day 3? Oh wait, I need to talk about day 1 and day 2 before we move on to day 3. So, yeah, and then wait, yes, sorry. The day before the con started, Mako flew in. I picked her up. And yeah, it was so lovely. We did our skincare together. We put on our little headbands together. And it was just so domestic and so wholesome. And it was just so lovely. Like, the night before, I did some face masks with mom and dad. And then the day when Mako came in, like we were doing our skincare together. And like I took a selfie of us in the bathroom. Mako had her like silly little headband on. What was her headband? Her headband was like I need to find it because I sent it to all of our other Prism homies as well. Prima, sorry. I sent it to all of our other like Prima homies as well, and I didn't find it. Oh yeah, so Mako's headband is so stupid and silly. It's got 2 like snail eyes coming out of it, so it's like 2 snail antennas coming out of it. And then my headband, it's got cat ears on it and a cinnamon roll on it and like a bow on it. So yeah, and then I took a mirror selfie and then I sent it to all of our other Prima homies. And yeah, it was so cute and so domestic. Alias! Oh my gosh, Miss Alias! Hello. Oh my goodness. I love you. I was talking about how I gave you some Mountain Dew and it was so nice meeting you and Maria. And yeah. I need to find the photo. It's not this one. Where is it? But yeah. So before Mako flew in and before I picked her up, I actually got to have dinner with Miss Miori, Miss Yuna, and Miss Tonya, and Miss Alias. Yeah, we had dinner together and it was delicious. It was like one of the yummiest steaks I've ever had in my life. So, this was like after I got my Mountain Dew. After I got my Mountain Dew, I had to like go to my dinner and my schedule was super busy, super packed. But yeah, it was at a super nice place and we had really yummy steak and I got to see, I've seen Miss Miori in 3 different countries now. like Miss Miori, I've seen her in Korea, I've seen her in Australia, I've seen her in America, and each and every time she's so sweet, she's so beautiful. But yeah, basically, I have a fun story to tell you, chat. This is the fun story of how I basically doxed myself in telling that I'm not an American and I'm a filthy foreigner. Listen, I tried so hard to blend in and to have an American accent. But on my way to the dinner, I took an Uber, and in the Uber, everything was normal in the beginning. He was like, oh, like, where are you going and stuff? And I was like, oh, just, yeah, like, what's the fastest route we can take? And he was like, oh, you know, we'll do this one, but it'll be like 30 minutes or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And he was like, okay, so what are your plans for tonight? And I was like, just seeing some friends and like getting some dinner. And then he paused and he was like, oh, are you like from around here, or like, I thought I heard a British accent? And I was like, I'm not from around here. He was like, oh, okay, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from New Zealand. I'm from New Zealand. Yeah, I'm from New Zealand. And he was like, oh, okay. I tried so hard to have an American accent, but I messed up in saying dinner. It's over. It's so over. It's so over. Anyways, whatever. I went to the dinner. It was nice. The steak was delicious. Miss Tonya, Miss Yuna, Miss Miori, Miss Alias, they were all so beautiful. They were so kind to me. We took lots of cute selfies. And yeah, it was lovely. I love them so much. And I saw them like a few times during the con as well. And yeah! Yes. But yeah. That was basically like my second day in America. We're very jam-packed already. And then day one of the con, I already talked about how I like just bought some things. And then I did my panel. Yeah. I didn't take any photos, but in day one, I also met up with Hiyumi Nao, Miss Healer Hiyumi Nao-chan. She is a level 50 healer. And she is a VTuber, and she streams mostly on Twitch. And Miss Hiyumi Nao, she is the most amazing community event organizer and like streamer who just plans the coolest like limited time events. Her lore and world building skills are incredible, and I love Miss Nao. And she had like a little guild meetup, and I hung out for only like 30 minutes. Because I had to rush to go to my panel with like Ami, June, Rita, and Pina. So I only hung out there for like 30 minutes. But it was so nice getting to see her. And I got some boba there. It was really nice. Yeah, and so Miss Now is so lovely, so cute. And then I went to my panel with Ami, Rita, June, Pina. And it was so nice. I got to see some of you guys. And we got to answer your questions. And that was so fun. Yeah! And hopefully the Corpo versus Indie kind of like chat we had was helpful to you guys as well. Yeah. And then I think after that, that was it. I think. Did anything else happen? Oh, on day one, something did happen. So Chad, you know how on day one I was supposed to have a robot tour? My robot tour was at 1 p.m, but I started getting ready at 12 p.m. And basically, I was informed the night before that I had a robot tour, and I was like, oh shoot, do we have a room? Turns out we didn't have a room. And I was like, oh shoot, okay, I need to find a room ASAP to stream from, because, you know, I don't know where I'm gonna be. And so I'd like to thank MosoBox because MosoBox literally carried. They absolutely carried. So MosoBox was like, oh, you can borrow one of our spare rooms for the streams. And so we arrived early to MosoBox's room and we just set up all the streaming things there. Like they had some streaming equipment there, but I brought like Kitty's laptop and like mic setup and like all the wires. Meiko brought her laptop and stuff too, because she had one at 5 p.m. But yeah, Meiko! I'm back for just a little bit because I miss you so much. No worries, baby. I'm talking about the robot tour. So we started setting up, and I don't know why, I think my phone is having issues, but my phone didn't connect via wire. I think it's also because of iTunes. I needed to download iTunes, and that we had like no time basically to download iTunes, and it just wasn't working. And I tried to connect via Wi-Fi, but the Hyatt Hotel's Wi-Fi is being used by like 300 people, so it was very bad. And I tried to connect to the robot, but the robot wasn't displaying any video. It didn't have any sound either. Like, they could hear me, but I couldn't hear them, and I couldn't see them either. And we were like, damn, okay, this isn't working. Well, it starts in 15 minutes. What do we do? And I felt so bad because you guys were waiting in the atrium to see me. And I felt so bad. But I was like, okay, we need to figure out a plan. Can I have an iPad tour instead? And so we tried to use the iPad, but they didn't have video permission to show the audience. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, all right then. What do we do? And also because on, I think, MacBooks, they don't have OBS virtual camera, and you need to have your VTube Studio be a virtual camera because the robot will be connected to your device's camera. And like I figured that out through like OBS. I connected virtual camera to my OBS, started virtual camera, then linked it to the website. But the iPad wasn't working either. And then the staff Offkai Nines, which is not the Nines that Kitty and I know. It's the staff called Offkai Nines. He tried to help, and he was like, you know what, let's use my personal account to show the video. And we got into a call. He tried to show the video, but unfortunately it didn't work either. And my video, and he was like, well, what do we do? And I was like, well, my fans are already waiting for like an hour now, so let's just go into the atrium and let's just see how many people we can talk to, because I feel really bad that they're just waiting. And so we went to the atrium by the giant Squeaky balloon, and I got to see some of you guys. Well, I didn't see. I saw nothing, bro. Like, the Discord video on the iPad, I could not see you guys at all. And some of you guys saw me, but then my video also like died halfway through because of the Hyatt Wi-Fi's silly Wi-Fi. And so I was so sad. I was so sad about that. I was moping the entire day because I was just moping the entire day because I was so sad about that. And I know some of you guys ended up coming to see me later at the Moso Box meet and greet, and that was super fun. But Meiko was supposed to have an iPad tour as well, but it didn't end up working. But at least we had the Moso Box like meet and greet. So once again, thank you so much, Moso Box. You were an absolute MVP. I really appreciate you coming in clutch, helping us out. And yeah, so on to day 2. Day 2, we had the Moso Box meet and greet. I saw a bunch of you guys there. It was so fun getting to talk to you guys and just like taking photos with you guys. And it was so sweet. It really made my day. I think that was one of the highlights of my trip in general. Just being able to talk to you guys and chat to you guys. That was so sweet. It was so wonderful. It just really made my day. I was smiling the entire time, and my cheeks got like all like warm, and my heart was so warm as well. Just like seeing you guys was so nice. But yeah, and then what else happened? Oh yeah, day 2, Meiko and I got dinner with Sol and Tsu, and that was really nice. It was so nice. I think day 2 was my busiest day because we had 2 meet and greets. So day 2, we had a 10 a.m. meet and greet first thing in the morning. So Shiki, Meiko, Nana meet and greet was the first thing in the morning, and that was also a huge highlight, okay? Seeing some of you guys at the Shiki, Meiko, Nana meet and greet held by Offkai, that was so good. And we had a streaming room for that one, and the streaming room was superb. It was great. It was lovely. And we had streaming rooms for like the panels as well, and like the official meet and greets as well. And those streaming rooms were really good. They were really good. And they had Ethernet, which is great. It was lovely. And yeah, seeing you guys as well and taking photos with you guys at the meet and greet was so nice. And I hope you guys enjoyed like the signed postcards. Like the night before, Mako and I had to stay up super late to sign all those postcards. I felt like there was like 1 billion of them. I felt like there was 6 million of them. And the signing wouldn't end. And the markers were so stinky. I felt like I was gonna pass away because it was so stinky. But yeah, it was so nice meeting you. Yeah, someone was handing out Nana Charms in the waiting room. Yes, I know. Okay. I need to talk about this. Zest. So my fans in Discord organized a fan project where they distributed Nana Artsteria keychains. So shout outs to Shinano and Girth because they organized like a Nana Artsteria fan keychain distribution like scheme, I guess, because they made fan-made keychains of me and they just gave them to Galaxy Gang, and it was the sweetest thing ever. And I picked up all my like fan gifts from staff on like the last day of Offkai, and I received my like keychain as well made by you guys, and it was so cute. FF is the one that commissioned the art. Yes, thank you as well, FF. It was so cute. Thank you so much. I received mine and I gave one to Mako too. Yeah, it was so cute. I forever be grateful, forever. But yeah, it was like, I think day 2 of Offkai was my busiest day. But yeah, I got a really nice dinner with Sol and Tsu and Mako. This beef stew, this short rib, it was braised short rib. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry Nines, I love you. Kitty and Nines, I love you. And Nines beef stew was life-changing, but this one, oh boy. We might have usurped the throne. We might have. We might have usurped the throne. We really might have, yep. I forgot what the restaurant was called, but I think Mako found the restaurant. And like, we didn't have much expectations for it. We just wanted like a nice dinner together with Sol and Tsu. But this braised short rib, the carrots were bad. The carrots were like really, really bad. They were like hard and they were like frozen carrots and they weren't cut at all. But the short rib and the sauce and the mashed potatoes, life-changing. Actually also changed the trajectory of my life. Yes. So next time we beg you, give us a YouTube poll. Soだね. Yes. Next time, hopefully more Galaxy Gang can meet up at AX Anime Expo, which is next month, I believe. I know some people might be selling Nana keychains at AX. A little birdie told me there might be Nana keychains at AX. But unfortunately, I can't go to AX. So yeah. But yeah. I really wanted to like go AX as well, but unfortunately it would be very expensive and it would be very exhausting as well, because I think even just like coming to like San Fran, it was very, very exhausting. I think I've socialized enough for the entire year, but I think it was very, very, very worth it though. Meeting the staff at Offkai, working with them, and meeting my friends, meeting the vendors, and seeing you guys as well, it made everything so worth it. It was so worth it. But yeah, also, was this day 2? Yes, it was day 2. So, Moso Box also very kindly gave us some shikishi boards to sign for the Moso Box meet and greet. So there's this one, the Nana Artsteria illustration. I'm sorry, it's very bad. I haven't drawn in a few years. So I'm sorry, it's really bad. Especially because I haven't drawn traditionally in many years. So this was like the first time I picked up like a pen and like drew on paper in years. Cause like, and like this is like on paper as well. So if you mess up, it's over. Like you can't hide your mistakes. So I was really scared. But hopefully it's not too ago. Hopefully it's not too ago. But yeah, I was really happy that I could draw something for you guys. I forgot to make a tweet about it, but we ended up auctioning these off. Only the illustrated ones though. Only these special illustration ones though. And yeah, congrats to everyone who won these. I hope they go to a nice loving family home. Yeah. Yes. So. Yeah. You did well in drawing. Thank you. They look so good. Thank you. I was able to get that Squeaky board. Yeah! Let's go. Maybe I'll do that more in the future. I genuinely didn't know how to price them. Wait, chat, can you tell me something? How much do shikishi boards usually like sell for? Because I don't go to that much like idol meetings or like anime conventions. And I never like bidded on an auction for like a shikishi board either. So I'm gonna need you guys to like tell me like how much they go for, because most books ask me like, oh, how much do you want to like auction your drawings for? And I was like, $5. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I don't know, $5. I don't know. So yeah. But yeah, first of all, what's a shikishi board? Shikishi board is just like a signature board that a lot of like idols and like stuff would have. They're very prominent in Japanese idol culture, where like you not even idol culture, even for like mangaka artists as well, you would have someone's signature on it, and it's like a board that you would like hang up and stuff because it's like, whoa, super cool. But yeah. Some can easily go 5k plus. I'm sorry, I didn't know anything, so I was just like, $5. Yeah. Crazy good deal, bro. I don't know, man. I have no idea how to price it. Oh yes, anyways, so this was also something that I made Kitty and Nines and everyone in the collab try. Also Miss Shawa, I've got the goods. I already told you this earlier, but I've got the goods. Agent Schnick, I've got the goods. They're locked and loaded. They're in the briefcase. I'll meet you soon. Hello, Saramus! Konana, my name is Artsteria. I'm a Song of the Galaxy reincarnated to VTuber and V-singer. And Agent Schnick, I've got the goods. They're in the briefcase. To all the Saramors that I met at Offkai, hello! I was talking about the meet and greet just now, and I have got them. I've delivered all of your precious goods safely. They are here with me right now. I shall deliver them. To Agent Schnick. Yes, I shall. Welcome back to America, yeah! America, yeah! I've never had kangaroo jerky before. Neither. I got this at Sydney Airport, actually. So, it made me laugh a lot when I read your message. Yippee! I sent him like a Shrek smoking gif, and he was like, it was like Shrek turning around like, yeah. And I was like, I've got the goods. But yeah, this was something I bought at Sydney Airport, actually. I was skeptical. I was like, ooh, maybe this is a bit too much. Maybe this is a bit too outlandish. Maybe the American friends won't like it because it's a bit much, you know, like kangaroo, you know. But actually, I think everyone really liked it. In the collab I had with like Meiko Wanon and Ami, this was like one of the only things that Meiko liked. Because she hated Vegemite. She hated the Vegemite and cheese shapes and the actual Vegemite. But she really likes jerky. Meiko loves jerky, so she really liked this. And Nines and Kitty liked this too. And I fed this jerky to some of my Utaite friends too. I fed it to Pretty Patterns, to Diego, because I met a bunch of like producer and Utaite friends too. So I fed kangaroo jerky to the two little sopping wet cats who made my original song, Call Unto You. I met them in the second day as well. So in the second day, I had so many events I had to go to. So there was a music like gathering event with a bunch of Diego's music friends, and that was like right after my Moso Box meet and greet. Not right after, it was like a few hours after. But I had like a little bit of food. I had like fries. I forgot to eat like the whole day. I just got fries. And then I went to the music gathering with Diego, and I met Diego and Altaclad, the two iconic sopping wet meow meows who created Call Unto You. Diego's the lyricist, Altaclad's the producer. I met them and I force fed them kangaroo jerky. Well, I didn't actually force them, okay? It was an autonomous choice, but I offered them kangaroo jerky and I was like, do you want to try it? And they tried it and they liked it. So it wasn't too bad. They said it was a little bit gamey, but it was nice because it was hot and sweet and stuff. And it was like, apparently it was really bouncy. It was like really, really bouncy. Yeah. Not the Vegemite and cheese shapes. They're so good though. They are so good. They're so good. So the family that I stayed with, Kitty and Nines, they really liked them, but Mako hated it. Mako hated it. She does not like the taste of Vegemite. Yeah. The jerky was good. Hello. The jerky was good. I'm glad, bro. I'm so glad. Also Clad real, so real. Yeah. To be honest, Mako was drunk. That is true. She was drunk, but I think drunk Mako still knows what she likes and doesn't like. Yeah. But yeah, the music meetup was great. I met like Kagura and like Lorian and Altaclad and Diego and Plix and Reeman and yeah, it was so nice. I only could hang around again for like 30-40 minutes though before I had to rush off again. Saturday was my busiest day, and oh wait, no, not this one yet. Let's see what I can go. Okay, so I have a funny story to tell you guys. We already talked about this twice. Mako talked about it in her stream, and I talked about it in the Twitter space, but I need to talk about it again, but just thinking about it's making me... I can't do this. Okay. I need to tell you the story of one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my life. Like I've never... Like in recent years, I don't think I've ever laughed this hard, this much. I think in recent years, I have never laughed so much where I was paralyzed on the floor. Like, so listen up. We went to a restaurant for our friend's dinner. It was like Hazumi's dinner with some other people that were like sharing their birthday. And we arrived super late and we also had to leave early too. But the way we were seated is that there was a long... So you see this background I have and you see these like leather seats, this like bench leather seats. Yeah, so it was exactly like this. Okay, so imagine I'm sitting here. And imagine Mako is like in front of me, and so I'm like on the edge, right? And Mako was like, I think she was scooting out because like people were like leaving and they were like getting off like the bench, and Mako like scooted over as well. And when she scooted over, she looked down, and then she looked up, and then she looked down again, and she looked up, and she had the most horrified face. She had the most disgusted face. Because on the seat, on like the sticky leather seat, was a diamond shape of her ass cheeks. A sweat mark of where her ass was. It was a diamond shape, and it had like... It was dewy. It was moist. She looks up. She looks down. She looks at me again with the most disgusted look. and she screams and she goes like, brother, ew. She's like, brother, ew. Brother, ew. And she grabs a napkin. Well, she looks like she's so shocked. She's just disgusted and horrified. She grabs the napkin and places her hand over it. But it was so obvious. It was shiny. It was wet. It was like crisp. It was so... it was so crisp. The shape. It was so shiny. I fell down on the floor. Okay, I literally laughed so hard. I was like falling off of my bench. And so I fell down on the floor, on all floors, clutching my stomach, gasping for air. And this waitress walks by and she's like, hey, are you okay? I don't answer. I'm just laughing. Another waiter comes and goes like, hey, are you okay? And I don't answer. I'm just brother, ew. Were you drunk? I wasn't drunk though. Because this entire time, whenever Meiko has gotten herself drunk, I make sure I don't drink. Because number one, it's not safe. You know, I don't want to get drugged. But number two, someone has to take care of Meiko. Number three, I want to make sure that like Meiko doesn't say something stupid or I don't do anything stupid. And number four, I want to make sure we know how to get back home. So I also just don't like drinking in general because I don't like the taste of it. I don't like how expensive it is. So I just don't like drinking in general. And Meiko loves drinking. But I was fully sober, but I was on the floor. On all fours, just laughing, and the waitresses were like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And I'm just like, I just put my hand up, and I'm like nodding. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay." But yeah, that was one of the times where I've laughed so hard. It was so crisp. The sweat mark of her ass on the leather bench was so clear. I couldn't stop laughing. So Meiko was desperately using the napkin to wipe away her sweaty butt stain. She was using the napkin to desperately try to wipe away her ass mark on the chair. Her dewy sweat. And I was just laughing at her so hard. But yes, I think genuinely that moment extended my lifespan by 2 weeks. You know when the saying like if you laugh a lot that you live a longer life, I genuinely think that moment alone extended my lifespan by 2 weeks on just how hard I laughed. I was like, Gucci, hello, Kuno. Nana, 이거 gojo. Real? Speaking of which, you guys should check out my Twitter. So Gucci. Oh, this is what I'm going to talk about next. So in the event after the birthday, I got to see my standee. Finally, I got to sign it as well. So Gucci ordered a Nana standee. Yeah, it's so beautiful, chat. Look at it. She's so gorgeous. Yeah. It's so gorgeous. And I got to sign it. And I love. And basically Gucci was telling me how like he was like having some trouble trying to figure out how to like deliver this back to Canada. And he was like, we might have to fold it in half or cut it in half to get it back to Canada. And I was like, no way you would. You wouldn't cut me in half. He cut me in half. He chainsawed me in half. Yeah. I don't think it was him that did it. I think another friend did it. But I am now safe in Canada, but I have been gojo satoru. I have been cut in half. I've been absolutely sliced in half. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I get put together again. Hopefully. Hopefully. But yes, the event was very fun. It was very loud, but I got to meet a lot of really cool people. Oh yeah, here are some other people I met. Let's see. I wrote a list of like some people I met, so let me read them out. So, as you know, I met Miss Alias and Miss Ko Maria from V for Mirai, but I also met Gucci, and I also met Domo, and I also met Guy. I also met Hazumi, and I met Zombaby. I met Sena Kiryuin and Rui Okado, and I also met some people from Idol as well. So as you know, I met Miss Tonya, but I also met I actually met Tonya's entire generation. I met Tonya's entire generation encore, I think it was called. I met Lisa and Enya as well. Yeah, and they're both so beautiful. They're so beautiful. I swear to God, all of the women I've met have been so sexy. So yeah, I met Miss Chikafuji Lisa and Enya Ignis as well, and Chabel Tonya from Idol, and it was so fun. Who were some other people I met? I also met some other VTubers. I met Senya, I met Umiko, I met Mugi, I met so many people. I barely remember now. But yeah. Oh, I met Morgana. Domo's girlfriend. I met Morgana. And and I also met Tim from Vite Ramen. And yeah. So many people. Yeah. But yes. It was so many people I met. It was so lovely. I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to be invited to these events. But yeah, Meiko. It was so funny because Meiko, you get like drink tickets when you go to like these parties or mixes, like industry mixes. And I swear to God, people just keep giving Meiko drink tickets. I don't know why. And she is the last person you should be giving drink tickets to, okay? I gave her my drink tickets because I didn't really want to drink because I was like, it's not worth it. I don't really like the taste of alcohol. So I just gave it to her. Also because like at some other like parties, the drinks that I've had were very strong. And I was like, I'm okay, I'll give it to Meiko. So I just gave Meiko all my drink tickets. But people keep giving her more. So she ended up with 7 drink tickets. At the end of the night, she ended up with 7 of them and she used none of them because I think they just gave her drinks, but they never took her ticket. And so she just had a bunch of drinks. And it was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah. It was so nice to finally meet after all these years. You and Meiko was so hilarious. Bro, I swear to God. And when Meiko is drunk, she's the funniest person ever. I need to tell you one story. So this was on the Uber, I think on the way to see Non and Ami. Or was it another time? I can't remember. But it was on one Uber out of many Uber rides. I don't want to check how much I spent on Ubers because, oh my God. But anyways, it was one Uber ride when Meiko was being silly. Oh, I think it was the first night. So on the first night, we also went to an industry mixer. And Meiko also had a lot of drinks. And at that industry mixer, the alcohol was very heavy, so I didn't like it. But Meiko drank a lot. And so on the Uber, I think on the way home, no, not even on the Uber. Let's start with the bathroom. There was a scenario in the bathroom. So Meiko went to the bathroom and she lost her phone. And I was carrying all her bags. And Meiko came out of the toilet and she was saying, yeah, where's my phone? And then there were some other people in the toilet too. There were like 2 other girls. And all of a sudden the girls were like, oh, did you lose your phone? I can try find it for you. And Meiko was like, yeah, I lost my phone. And the 2 women are like mid-pee. But they're like, hold on, honey, I'll have a look. I'll look in my stall for you. And they're like mid-piss, by the way. And they look around and like, sorry, sweetie, I don't see it. Do you want me to call your phone for you? Like, bro, I love women. Especially like women in the bathroom stalls, there is no greater girlhood than when everybody is slightly intoxicated at some event and you meet women in the fellow bathroom stalls. Like there is no greater sense of girlhood. And then like, do you want me to call your phone for you? And Meiko was like, I can't find it. And I was like, it's okay, I'll call Meiko's phone. So I called Meiko's phone and it was like ringing in my bag. It was in one of her like bags. And I was like, oh, Meiko, we found it. And she was like, yippee! Yeah! Thanks, guys! And as she's wobbling out, she looks at this full body length mirror. She puts her head on it. She puts her forehead on it, and she's staring at herself. And I'm like, Meiko? And she like points her finger at herself in the mirror, and she's like, and her forehead is on the mirror, and she's staring at herself. Her shark fin is like pressed on the mirror, and she's just staring, and she's like, and I was like, you're so stupid. And so we ended up taking cute photos in the bathroom mirror. Yay! It was cute. Yeah, we took some bathroom mirror selfies. Yeah, it was very cute. But anyways, onto the Uber story. So we get on the Uber, and Meiko, she starts maxing. Not yapping, not chit-chatting, maxing. Okay, so we get in the Uber, and she's like, hi, thank you so much for waiting for us. How was your day? Yeah, it was okay? And then he asked how was her day. And she's like, yeah, my day was great. We just came from a party. Thank you so much for asking. So, where are you from? Okay, yeah, you're from Mexico? Okay. Have I been to Mexico? No, I actually haven't, but like, that's so cool. Okay, so like, why do you drive an Uber? Okay, yeah, all right. So like, yeah, sorry, I'm like a little bit drunk right now. Yeah, like, oh, by the way, what alcohol do you like? Listen, pretend I'm your bartender, okay? POV, you walk into a bar, I'm your bartender. What would you order? Tequila? I hate tequila. You like tequila? How do you drink tequila? Oh, okay, with salt and like lime, yeah? Oh, you do? Okay, do you drink like shots? I hate tequila. I'm laughing so much just remembering it. And my brother in Christ was just so calm. He's just some old dude from Mexico, and he was so calm. He was like, yeah. Oh yeah, I like tequila. Yeah, I drink it in shots. Yeah. Yeah, with salt and lime. Yeah. And she was yapping in his ear. And she's like leaning forward. And she's like, I hate tequila. Do you know what I like? I like gin and tonic. Yeah, I love gin and tonic. And do you know, someone said that I was weird, okay? And they said like I was super old because only 8-year-olds like gin and tonic. But I love gin and tonic, okay? It was really nice. I had like a lot of them today. And it was like really bad because the lady put like a lot of gin in it. So it wasn't much tonic, it was just gin. And it wasn't very nice. But I still drank it anyways, yeah. She was yapping, bro. Oh my gosh, leaning forward towards him, like not super leaning, but just kind of leaning forward, kind of. And then she goes on to talk about her mom, her whole family, where they're from, the places they've been to, where she was recently for a holiday. Homegirl is yap maxing. And then all of a sudden she stops. Because Glimpse of Us by Joji starts playing, right? And so all of a sudden, Meiko turns over and she looks at me. And she's like, sometimes I look in your eyes, and that's where I find a glimpse of us. And so we start singing it together, right? And we look at each other deeply in the eyes, making intimate eye contact. And we're like, and I try to overtouch when I'm thinking of the way it was. And the Uber turns up the volume of the song. It gets super loud. And we start laughing and we're like, said I'm fine. Said I moved on. I'm only here wasting time in her arms, hoping I'd find a glimpse of us. Bro, oh my gosh, it was the most stupid cerulean interaction ever, for real. And yeah, it was very cute. But yeah. こんにゃんにゃみさやさん、こんなの今アメリカの話話してるね。ナナさ、先週ね、じゃあアメリカから帰ってきたばかりです。そう。1週間ぐらいアメリカで旅行に行きました。Yeah. The driver must be thinking, get these two the hell out of here, bro, for real. And Miko was saying how like, you know, it's like fine because most Uber passengers don't talk, right? But every once in a while you need a crazy white girl who is drunk. And so I even it out. So yeah, there was that. Anyways, moving on. Back to my photos. Oh yeah. これ見てくださいよ。My standee. かっこいいっしょ。But yeah, anyways, moving on. So day 3, on to Sunday. So on Sunday we had our concert and I swear to God, that was the most beautiful thing ever. Okay? And now I'm gonna get serious, chat. I'm gonna get serious for a moment. So I made a tweet about this earlier, but I need to say it again just for everybody on stream right now. So genuinely, I think that concert also changed the trajectory of my life. Because I just going to Offkai and seeing so many fans and people, it made me really realize and see for myself how my actions and presence on the internet has real life consequences, but also manifests into real life miracles. Because when you're online all the time and you're in a sea of stars, everyone's working hard and everyone, you know, it just sometimes it's hard to feel like I have an impact at all, at least a tangible impact that, you know, changes people and has tangible, meaningful consequences and just impacts and repercussions and, you know, just things like that. But I think just from what I've observed in going to Offkai, just, you know, seeing Kuno's merch being sold out, Musi and Bibi's merch being sold out, people coming to our panels, coming to our meet and greets, Galaxy Gang meeting up with each other and taking photos, but especially when I saw everyone waving their pen lights and cheering and screaming. I felt it. I could feel it. I felt how my tiny existence on the internet created ripples big enough to actually create a difference. And for that, I am very grateful. It was actually life-changing. That's the not a difference, baby. Like literally Meiko and I were just crying. Okay, and like Shiki as well, and June and Pina, like everybody was in cold together, crying, just watching the concert, and you guys went insane. Especially during my part. I wonder if I can screen share right now. I wonder if I can, because I know some of you guys like shared the thingamalingo. So let me show you guys. I won't show you guys the entire performance, but I'll show you just my performance. I'll show you my performance. Okay? And in the live recording, in this live stream from Offkai on Twitch, because the whole thing was live streamed on Twitch, by the way, but you can't hear how loud the audience is because in real life they are so much louder. Okay, they are so much louder. But let me show you just my performance. Okay, just my performance. If you wanna if you want to see the full like performance, one of my fans uploaded it on YouTube, the entire concert. So I will share that link with you guys. You've got a big impact on a lot of people, Nana. Mieru-chan! 大好きだよ! It was incredible. A core memory of me losing my arms and voice. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let me just show you guys just my part of the concert. Yeah, just me and Ali senpai. Okay? Okay, well, let's just do that. Okay, let me turn this off. Okay. Actually, I'll put it at the back. Okay. Let's go! I'll put myself smaller. And I'll move my table. I'll move my table. I'll move my table. Okay. Okay. Is that good? Is that good? You can see the TV? Yeah? You can I'll turn off this clock. This clock. Okay. You can see the TV? Yeah? はい、じゃあ行くぞ。はい。Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Yeah! 人見知り宣言に来る気がもい書いてる動員増えてるねえあれきり人気はそんなにないからいろいろ大変ですね言うなよ匿名アイコンはっきり見せない実したアイコン愛しこいて知識まだボーイぶっちゃけどんだけ賢くあざとくやったって10年後にメイクはしてんだよボイピンアでしょ I like this so man 生き抜くためだけメロ Take a selfie 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 死ぬじゃねえぞお互いにさロキロキなロクロクの滑らいラッソングでもいいとさ目の前のノットを打ち抜いてみせろよロキロキなロクロクお茶を濁してちゃ満足できない急に憧れたスローとコートも安心不安心プレッシャーでいっぱい実は昨日から風で声が出ませんははははどうあれでいいわベイビーベイビーベイビーベイビー Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was unreal. That was actually unreal. Actually unreal. もうすんごく嬉しい。すごい嬉しい。すごく嬉しい。Oh my goodness, the way the crowd erupted, bro. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like the way that everyone just got up, like people stood up. Okay, it was a seated concert. It was seated. People sat down for most of the concert. But for Aoi and I's performance, people stood up. Entire rows of people stood up and they were like, hi, and like some people put out like the ultra orange as well, like the orange light sticks, and they were like, wow! Bro, it was so good. I definitely did not scream that I love you, Nana, at the end. Definitely not me. I heard, bro. It was so good. Like, oh my gosh. It was amazing. The concert was one of my favorite concerts this past year. I hope the hat mask I had on didn't make me look like I wasn't having fun. No. It was amazing. It was amazing. Oh my goodness. Like, once again, it really touched me and my heart, and just I felt like I could see the tangible joy and the tangible impact that all of our streaming careers have had on people. And I think that is the most beautiful feeling ever. And I've experienced this before in Smash, but not on this scale. There were so many people at that concert, so many. And the one previously at Smash, there weren't as many light sticks because the lights were turned on for some reason at that concert. So that was a little odd because the lights were turned on. But for this concert, there were so many light sticks. And everyone was like waving them and like cheering and going like, hi. And oh my gosh, I really recommend you guys watch the full concert. Let me find the link for you right now. Right now. Let me find the link for you right now. Cause it is so good. It is so good. I'll put it in my clips and highlights. Okay, watch the full Prism Offkai concert here. Yay! ここだよ。勉強しなの。そう。Yes. Man, it was so cool. It was so cool. I screamed, "That's my Hoshi!" right after. ありがとうございます。The camera didn't show the ultra oranges. Yeah, I know! I'm so sad. Okay, so you can't see it. Maybe I'll find some other videos. I know Gucci took some videos. Like I posted a video on Twitter that Gucci took. Because he was like at the back with the staff. So Gucci took some videos. Maybe he has some videos of the ultra oranges. Maybe he does. So yeah. Also, oh my gosh! Is that Viking Nikki? Yeah, Viking Nikki-chan! Your voice is so powerful and your performance so impressive that you deserve an audience just as intense. It's our job to ensure that happens. In a vast sea of stars, you shine bright that day. Oh, no! I'm gonna cry! My fatal weakness. Words of affirmation. Oh my gosh. Man. Thank you so much. Okay, chat. So in case you don't know, Link Cat is the dude with like the beard, the long ass Viking beard, and the Tokoyami Toa like hat. And I saw your face after HoloFest because bro's face low-key became viral after HoloFest because he was just screaming, and that's how he got the nickname Viking Nikki. And he came to my meet and greet, and I was like, hang on a second, I know you. Hang on a second, I've seen your face before. And yeah, he was like, oh, I'm gonna go to your concert tomorrow and I'm gonna cheer for you. And I was like, no way. And then I saw the concert and I saw you in the video and you were actually going ham. You were going crazy, bro. Thank you so much. そうありがとうございます。Like that, I felt it. Like it's really hard to gauge how much of an impact you have when you are just in your jammies, streaming from your room, you know, in your jammies. Like, you know, it's difficult to gauge how much of an impact and how much you change people's lives. But in that moment, I felt it. And for that, I will always be grateful to Offkai. Offkai, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to make that dream come true with my prima homies. Thank you so much. I really recommend you watch the entire concert VOD because the last song we sang is a group song, okay? Everybody was in it. And God, it makes me cry. It was so beautiful. And like, I'm not gonna tell you guys, the people who didn't go to the concert, what the like groups were, but let me just tell you, we were all in different groups, okay? We were all in groups that are unconventional, that we usually aren't paired up in. So but yes, have a watch. はい、ということで what is my next photo? Next photo. Okay, so yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Anyways, so next after that I got some more snacks. Michael-san, he is a friend from Canada, and he got me some coffee crisps, and I took like a photo of it with my light stick from Mosobox just to compare it. But also just to explain, Mosobox like messaged me maybe like 4 days before Offkai, and he was like, hey Nana, do you want some light sticks? And also, do you want a meet and greet? I kid you not, I thought he had gone insane. I thought Mosobox had gone insane. I was about to pack for my flight. I was about to go to my flight, okay? I was already mid-packing. And this man says, hey, you want a meet and greet and some light sticks? So one of our warehouse helpers got into your content recently and he's become a fan of yours. So you want some light sticks? And I genuinely thought Mosobox had lost it. But he didn't, and he was serious. And so I sent him some of my visuals, and he sent me some tests, and I got my pen light. So thank you so much, Mosobox. You are a miracle maker. But anyways, back to coffee crisps. They're massive. They're absolutely massive, but they're so yummy. They are so yummy. I'm so sad. I think I left my bag of snacks at Kitty's house or somewhere. I don't know. But I think I left the bag somewhere. I'm so sad. But these coffee crisps were so yummy. Thank you, Michael. They were so yummy. I love them. And I also tried these ones. Ruffles. I like the flavor, but it was too salty. Something I found out about American chips is that they're very, very salty. I really like the tomato, like vinegar flavor. It was really nice, but it was so salty. I had like half a bag, and this bag is tiny. I had like a half a bag maybe, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. It's too salty. I can't do this. But what I really do like is Cool Ranch Doritos. I tried Cool Ranch Doritos, and I love them. They're so yummy. They're so yummy. Man, Mosa ratted me out. Wait, what? マジですか? 本当ですか? Hello. I know what you are. I know who you are now. マジですか? マジですか? マジか? へー. But yeah, that was so sweet. Anyways, here was another food I tried. So I tried salt and straw for the first time. And I tried strawberry honey balsamic with black pepper. And salt and straw is apparently a really fancy, like, like ice cream place. So I think this is like after Offkai ended, and this was like my final day before my flight. I went to brunch with 2 different groups of people. So I first went to brunch with like Diego and like the other music people, and we had some delicious brunch. And then I later went out again with Miss Alias again, and our friend and our mutual friends, and like we went to have ice cream, and it was so yummy. And Salt and Straw is now one of my favorite places. It is incredible, and it is so big. Like this one scoop of ice cream was massive. It was massive. It was so yummy though. 10 out of 10 recommend Salt and Straw. And then yeah, this was the London fog I had. Meiko calls it like London frog or like lavender frog. but it is London fog, and it is so yummy. It was life-changing. It was like tea with like milk with lavender inside. It was so yummy. I highly recommend. Cafe Central at Burlingame. Cafe Central Burlingame. Life-changing. Absolutely delicious. Yes. What the heck? Salt and Straw mentioned? I know. I don't know any shops. So our mutual friends just like recommended some places to us because I was like, I want ice cream, and they were like, okay, bet I know a place to take you to. I love Salt and Straw now. I love. Big fan. Hi. And then I also went to this place called Cafe 86, and I had real halo for the first time. So in Australia, we don't have that many like Spanish and Filipino immigrants, and so we don't have real ube in Australia. We always get like fake ube, or like it's just taro instead of ube. But I had real ube for the first time. I've been missing out! And I had real halo for the first time. I've been missing out! It is beautiful. It is so good. I love Filipino food. It is so good. I've been missing out. I've truly been missing out. I also had Spanish food for the first time. At tapas for the first time. I've also been missing out. It was the most delicious. I had like croquetas, and I had like some like prawns. I forgot the names of most of them because mom and dad ordered them. Nines and Kitty ordered most of the food, but it was so yummy, bro. I had like the Hamano. What was it? I forgot. Spanish ham. What was it called? It was I forgot what the ham was called. Oh yeah, Hamano Serrano. Yeah, Serrano ham. I had Serrano ham for the first time. That was so yummy. It was. I like Serrano ham better than prosciutto, I think. It was so yummy. We need more Spanish and Filipino people to come to Australia because it was so delicious. It was life-changing. Jamon serrano, yeah! It was so yummy. Jamon serrano, yeah, thank you. It was so yummy. Tapas, delicious. Halo, delicious. Yes. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, this is my flight back to Sydney today. It was a beautiful view, but I was so sad. I was crying on the plane. Yeah. I miss everyone so much already. I missed them. I missed them so much. So much. And I took this photo of all the things that you guys gave me. Yeah. And I got like a girl DM knife as well. It was amazing. Thank you so much, Tim. Tim from Vite Ramen. He is an actual MVP. I got the Mako ramen as well. So I'm so excited to try Mako ramen. Yippee! Mako ramen. I've always been a fan of Vite Ramen, and their stuff always looks so yummy. But I never ordered anything because I was like, oh, I don't know if shipping is expensive or not. But I finally got my hands on the Girl DM knife and the Girl DM ramen and the Mako ramen, and I'm so excited. You and Mako crying in the airport was so sweet, sad, and silly. Oh my god, bro. And then when we got to the airport, I was like, I'm not gonna cry. But then Mako starts crying, and then I start crying. And then Kitty hugs me and I start crying. Nines hugs me and I cry more. And then I just start crying and Mako's crying, and we look at each other. And then we look at each other, and then we're like, I love you, and then we'll hug, and then we'll pull apart, and then I see how ugly Mako's face is, and she sees how ugly my face is, and then we start crying more. we start crying more. And then we hug and we're like, I love you. And then we pull apart. And I see how ugly her face has become. It gets even uglier. My face becomes even uglier. Gets more red, more snotty. And we start laughing and we're like, you're so stupid. And then we start crying again. And we're like, you're so stupid. I miss you. And then we'll pull apart. And then we'll start laughing again because I'm like, you look so ugly. And her face will get more red. My face will get more red. We get even more ugly. And then we're like, I love you, Miko. And then we'll cry again. And then we'll pull apart again. And then we'll laugh again because she's so ugly and I'm so ugly now because we're both crying. And then we'll start crying again. We'll be like, I love you. I really miss you. And yeah, it was a toxic cycle. A toxic cycle, honestly. It was so toxic. Oh, how long was that cycle? It was 10 minutes long. It was actually 10 minutes long. It was so bad. It was so bad. Also, Deep Fried Screen, thank you so much for the aka super. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for making my first convention expo ever so indescribably fantastic. The concert, your events were not only weekend highlights, but now lifelong memories. Your performance with Aoi was legendary and hype. I feel so inspired seeing you perform so flawlessly. Arigatou gozaimasu. めっちゃ嬉しい。ありがとう。Bro, I didn't know that was your first con. I didn't know that. I'm so happy that Offkai was your first con and that everything went so well and that you enjoyed it. I'm so happy. Yeah. So long and so funny. Dude, it was so bad because the wind was so windy. It was so strong and it was so cold, okay? Like Kitty and Nines and Mako was standing in the cold and they were shivering and I was shivering, but we couldn't stop crying. And when Kitty was like, honey, you can always have a place at our place. You're always welcome to come back. I love you so much. And when she said that, I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop crying. I literally couldn't stop crying. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. I wouldn't know how to stay forever, but I didn't want to go to jail for galaxy napping. I want to stay forever too. Yeah. Like, chat, I think I need to talk about this more. So, I don't think I've ever met a couple in my life who love each other so much the way these two love each other. I genuinely don't think I've met people who are so normal and lovely and kind, but also so cautious, patient, understanding, vocal about their love for others and each other. Kitty only eats certain foods that she likes because she's a picky eater. And guess what? Nine's hobby is finding food for her that she likes so that he can cook for her. I'm crying. I'm literally crying. Like, it is the sweetest thing. When Kitty picked me up, oh my gosh. When Kitty picked me up from the airport to her house, the woman would not stop yapping about her husband and how much she loves him. I'm so blessed that I met these people. I'm so happy that I met them and that they adopted me. How normal is normal? Like, just not chronically online, you know? Because I feel like in the space where we work, and especially in the VTuber space, it's very often to meet weird people, parasocial people, unhinged people, mean people. It's very normal, you know, to meet chronically online people. But I love Kitty and Nines because they're so normal and sweet and just lovely, you know? Like, they have their own lives and they're not like extremely codependent on each other, but they love each other and they make each other's lives better by choice, you know? And they're not like always chronically online and you know, like they have their own hobbies and like they have their own lives and they dedicate time out of their day to make others people's lives nice as well. Like when Meiko and I came back like super late one time, Nines was just baking cookies for us. Like I love a male wife. We love just a loving mom and dad who loves baking for their kids. Like hello. And I made a joke. I made a joke because, so chat, I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but like, you know how like Asian families a lot of the time are very, very chaotic and very, very like, Asian parents never express their love in words. They just give you a bowl of fruit. They never tell you that they love you. They never apologize for anything. They never communicate their needs. They never ask for your needs either. You know? And so when I first met these two, when I stayed at their place, like Kitty and Nines were constantly saying like, I love you. I missed you. How was your day? And like, just like hugging each other and being normal. And to me, that was not normal. To me, that was not normal. Like, you know, coming from like Asian households, they don't hug each other and kiss each other and say, I love you. Like, what? What? And like, when I was going to bed, I was sleeping on the futon on the floor. Like, I can just hear mom and dad humming and singing, laughing, and Kitty was like, good night, Nana. And I was like, good night, mommy. I love you. And then they just go upstairs and they just like, you know, bro's brushing his teeth while just humming and singing and they just like make each other laugh. And I was just in my head, I was like, this is not normal. This is so not normal, but I love it. I love it. And so I made a joke and I was like, guys, is this what it feels like to have a mom and dad who actually love each other? But yeah, I'm so happy that I met those two. Truly the highlight. One of the biggest highlights of the trip ever. Anyways, I need to tell you about the other highlight of my trip. One of the most unhinged highlights. Okay, so you see this? You see this bag? You see this bag here? This cinnamon roll bag? So, chat. As you know, I had a Twitter space very late at night where I made like Non and Ami and Meiko try snacks. Like Australian snacks that I brought, right? And that was genuinely one of the highlights of all time. Because it was so late at night. We were all so sleep deprived. Meiko was drunk. And there were so many stupid, unhinged jokes made. It was not even funny. Oh my gosh, Miss Tonya! Miss Tonya! Mwah! Choo 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 choo! My beloved Tonya-chan, arigatou gozaimasu. Konana! My name is Nana Asteria. I am a son of the galaxy reincarnated to VTuber and V-singer, an official indie VTuber now under the group called Prism Project, which formerly used to be Prism Project under Sony Music Entertainment Japan. But we are now all indies, and I am yap maxing about my Offkai trip. I talked about my dinner with Tonya-chan and how I met her like a bajillion times, and she's the sweetest ever. She is so cute. She's only this big. She is so lovely, just so lovely. And I love Miss Tonya-chan. Oh my goodness. Tiger ride. Thank you so much. Welcome. Okay, so I'm talking about this Twitter space that I did with Meiko, Ami, and Non. Jesus Christ. I laughed so much, lifespan extended by another week. Bro, first of all, let's start with, on the way to Non's place, Meiko would not stop farting. She would not stop ripping ass in the Uber. She tried to hold her farts in because she was like, Nana, I don't want to fart in front of you because that's rude. I know you. Like she was like, Nana, would you fart in front of me? And I was like, no. And she was like, see, I don't want to make you uncomfortable, so I don't want to fart around you. And then as she says that, she burps. And she's like, why am I so gassy? Why am I so gassy? What did I eat? And so when we get there, we see Non and we give her a hug, and Non prepares these presents for us. The cinnamon roll bag. Ami got a My Melody bag. Meiko got a Kuromi bag. I got a cinnamon roll bag. And Non gave us all like bracelets. You see this little bead bracelet? They're like made out of like gems, yeah? It's called, my gem, I think it's called Sodalite. And let me show you the meaning of Sodalite. She chose this for me and it was the most beautiful thing ever. Okay, so this is the meaning of Sodalite. So it says, speak your truth with confidence with this Sodalite bracelet. Sodalite's beautiful blue hue reminds us of deep truth that lies within all of us. With this bracelet, you can move through life with wisdom. It means intelligence, truth, and confidence. It enhances intelligence and communication. Oh yeah, I need that intelligence. I need every grain of wisdom I can get. But anyways, Sodalite instills a drive for truth and aids in remaining true to and standing up for your beliefs. This stone unites logic with intuition and boosts spirituality. It enhances self-trust, self-knowledge, and self-esteem, and helps you confidently express your thoughts and feelings. I love Nuan. It's beautiful. This bracelet is beautiful. And Ami, she gave us all these teas. Non got like a floral tea. I can't remember what Meiko got, but I got a good night little starry moon tea with a bee on it. I'm very fitting. But yeah, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But yeah, anyways, so Meiko would not stop ripping ass. And Ami was a little bit late, so we had to push the Twitter space back a little bit. But the second Ami walked through the door, Ami starts crying. And because of that, Meiko and I and Non, we all start crying as well. And so we go in for a group hug and all of us suddenly are unwell. We go from 0 to 100 so fast the second we see Ami. Because the second everybody just comes together, like this is our first time just meeting up as well. And I was like, I can't believe you guys are real. And we just, it was beautiful. All of us just burst into tears. And we stand at the doorway awkwardly, just hugging each other, crying. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And then we sat down and Meiko started ripping ass again. She starts farting again. And every time she has to fart, she's like, guys, emergency. And she runs out the door to the patio. And she squats down. And she farts on the patio. And she comes back in. And she was like, guys, why can I not stop farting? Why could I not stop ripping ass? And then we start the collab. I turn the fire on, I'm making some toast, and Non is supposed to look after it. Non burns the toast. It's fine, whatever. We make some more toast. And as we are like as we are preparing for the Vegemite toast, yeah, because that's the point of the stream, Meiko does not stop making the most unhinged jokes. She's like, oh my gosh, Non. And she's like flirting with Non, yeah? And she was like, I'm gonna make beer out of your yeast, Non. I was like, excuse me, or what? And she was like, and Non was like, oh yeah, you wanna make beer out of my yeast? And Meiko was like, yeah, the yeast from your minge. And bro, she has not stopped making minge jokes. Chad, do you know what a minge is? Do you know what a minge is? Oh my gosh. Like, there's this one TikTok that Meiko keeps referencing. She was like, and next time, before you think to like fight with me, take 2 fingers, scratch your minge, put it to your nose and sniff it because you've got bigger fish to fry. Hello! And so the entire time she would not stop saying, take 2 fingers, scratch your minge, put it to your nose and sniff it because you've got bigger fish to fry. Like, she would not stop saying it. And it was so insane because and so as I'm trying to be like, okay, so going back to the agenda of today's collab, we're trying the snacks. Non and Ami, they liked everything I gave them. Meiko just hated the Vegemite. All the ones with Vegemite, she hated. But when Ami and I were trying to describe the Tim Tam flavor and just trying to describe it, because it was a Twitter space, you can't see the food, you can't, we're trying to describe it to you so you guys can understand it. So she was like, yeah, and it's not too chocolatey. All of a sudden we turn around and we see Non and Meiko doing something forbidden, let's just say. We turn around because we hear some weird noises. And I just see Non's hand and Meiko straight up jerking it. Straight up jerking it. And by it, well, I mean Non's hand, okay? Okay, Non's hand. And Meiko was like, oh yeah. And Non was like, I'm close. Bro! What? And Ami and I just look at each other. We look at each other with the most disgusted, horrified looks on our faces. And I don't even know, bro, that was a fever dream, okay? That Twitter space is recorded. Let me find it for you guys. I don't want to listen to it again. I don't want to listen to it again because it was so funny though. It was so funny, but it was the most insane. It was the most insane collab I've ever been in. It was so fun though. It was so fun. And I can't remember why. Oh yeah. I don't remember why, but Ami said Froggers, and then Meiko looks at her and she's like, Ami, you can't say that. That's a bad word. That's the F word. And she's like, oh yeah? Oh, sorry. I won't say that anymore. And then Meiko was like, yeah, Ami, and you know what happens to bad girls. You can't say a bad word because you're not going to be in the good list. You're going to be on the bad list. You're going to get called for Christmas. So are you going to say Froggers anymore? And she was like, no, I won't. I will not say it anymore. And Meiko was like, yeah? And are you going to let other people know that saying Froggers is a bad word? And she was like, yes, I'll do my best. And then Meiko was like, yeah, because, if other people say Froggers because of you, then they're going to be on the bad list too. And technically, that's a bad thing. So you can't say that. Are you going to go out and tell people that they can't say Froggers anymore? And she was like, yes, I will. And then Meiko's like, yeah. And so, do you want to be on the good list for Christmas? Or are you going to get called? And she was like, yes, I want to be on the good list. And she was like, yeah, because if you are on the bad list, Santa won't come. And so I say, yeah, Santa has to come. And then I say, yeah, Santa has to come. And then Meiko looks at me. And she wiggles her eyebrows and she's like, and Santa needs to come. No! And then I realized what I said. And then I realized what I said. But it was too late. I couldn't stop her. And she was like, no, Santa needs to go down the chimney with this big sack. And before I could stop her, she was like, no, he needs to come down the chimney with his big sack. And I was like, Meiko, stop! Meiko, no! She was like, he needs to arrive. That was traumatizing. Ami and I just looked at each other and we're like, brother what? Brother, ew. Brother, ew. I don't want to think about it. But what else did she say? Oh my god, there was so many unhinged things she said. Oh yeah, Ami said something unhinged too. I can't remember why she said it. I think we were talking about like... Oh yeah, we were talking about like Mako ripping ass, and Ami was like, I think like someone said that. It was like, oh yeah, you're a starfish. And then Ami all of a sudden was like, we should make our starfishes kiss. And so I turned to Ami and I'm like, Ami, what's a starfish? And Non and Mako look at me and they start laughing. And then I'm like, what's a starfish, guys? What's a starfish? And then Ami looks at me and she's like, Pom Pom Pudding has a starfish, Nana. And then I got it. I got what a starfish was. I got it. I understood. I understood. Making our starfishes kiss is insane, bro. Ami Amami, I misunderstood you. Oh my gosh. Did Mako's fart smell a bit of methane? No, because remember every time she wanted to fart, she was like, guys, emergency! Oh, it's gonna rip! And she would run out to the patio and fart in the patio. She would like open the door in a hurry, squat down, absolutely rip a huge fart. Open the door, come back inside. Yeah. And like it was so funny because the next day, after the concert, Mako had a game show panel, and before the game show panel, we decided to drink like some sparkling water, and I was like, Mako, you've been ripping ass all day. You've been ripping gas, bro. I was like, I don't think you should be drinking that. And she was like, nah, bro, it's fine. I'm not gonna rip gas. And then in her game show, literally, she's like, I think she was like saying something. She was like, Chamcha, Mako Samashima of Prism. Sorry, I mean Prima Project and something. And then she burps. No, she was a countdown. It was a countdown. When they were doing the countdown, they're like 10, 9, 3, 2, 1, and she burps. And I was like, bro, I called it. I can't remember if she farted during the Twitter space or not. She probably did. Because she was like, I'm gonna need a $500 super chat to Non if I fart. And I think she farted. I don't remember. She probably did. Yeah. Did you know that your accent has become slightly more American? It's because I'm trying so hard. I literally have been trying so hard to become more American, to like fit in with everyone at San Fran. I've been trying so hard, but apparently I still sound Australian, so yeah. Also because I've been talking to Mako every single day for like a week, so yeah. Maybe her yap maxing in my ear has maybe become more American. Yeah. So. But that Twitter space was one of my favorite memories ever. Yeah. So. But what was also really funny was that during my meet and greet, a lot of you guys are like, yeah, no, congrats on the WrestleTuber. Yeah, I saw you kick Gerard's ass. Yeah, very proud of you. You did amazing. Loved your diss track. So many of you guys said that, but only one of you guys gave me a dinosaur plushie to congratulate me beating Gerard's ass. Bro, no way. My first America convention, I get a dinosaur for killing a dinosaur. That was iconic. iconic. Yeah, let's look at this photo a little bit, shall we? Let's look at everything. So we'll start down here. We'll start here. So here's the present from Non with my bracelet, and here is my Mako ramen, and in here is my jars. My jars. And here's a present from Girth. Here is my Girl DM knife. And then here's my Girl DM bag and ramen. And then over here we have Humi now, like a badge from her guild meetup. And then I have I met Sky. I met Ice Witch Sky as well. She gave me a little keychain. It was so cute. And here I have the tea bag from Ami. And here I have a letter, the most beautiful letter that Humi now wrote me. And here I have some candy from Tonya-chan. Tonya-chan gave me some candy that was really cute. Yeah. And then here are the shikishi boards from Yusi. And then here is Kuno's art posters. And here is my Moso Box Nana light stick and another glow stick that a fan gave me. And then here is my Ko Maria signed little card. And then here in the middle is my Offkai guest badge. And then the keychain. The Nana Artsteria fan keychain event that you guys organized is this keychain in the middle. It's so cute. Oh, and then some other fans also gave me a sweet, like little mochi of sweet chang. It's so cute. I love that you guys give me sweet merch. It is the best. Thank you. And here's like a little Kuno poster that he signed. And here's all your fan letters. Thank you so much. And you guys gave me a sweet keychain that says, "Hi, honey." And then you guys give me a whale. Like genuinely, it makes me so happy that you guys remember these things about me. Thank you. Yeah. Whales are my favorite animal ever. And when I saw this keychain, I gasped. It was beautiful. Oh, and do you see this like pearl strap? This pearl beaded strap? Miss Yuna is the sweetest ever. Miss Yuna handmade these beaded pearl phone straps, and she gave these phone straps to me and Meiko and everybody. And now Tonya, Miori, Yuna, I think Alias as well, and Meiko and I and some other people, we all have matching phone straps now. All of us have matching phone straps, and it's all because of Miss Nini Yuna. I love her so much. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's so gorgeous. And then I have an album from my friends Choki, Kagura, and Lorian that they signed. And then I have a huge bag of Korean snacks from Miss Miori. And then I have stickers from Rain. And then I have, I think that should be everything. Yeah, my fan mail, my album, my stickers. Yeah! マジ嬉しい。マジ嬉しい。ありがとうございます。It is honestly such a privilege that I get to be in my position and that I get to see everyone, all my beloved friends and you guys. So. Did you witness any of the haggling at the Vite Ramen booth? Because I witnessed some hilarious haggles with the God of Noodles. I saw the whiteboard that said God of Noodles, but I didn't see any haggling. No, yeah. But I met Tim and he's so nice, yeah. Tim is very nice. And I met Zombaby. Zombaby did the drawings on the whiteboard. So. You didn't open it in front of staff in a separate room? Oh, apparently staff opened everything already. But I don't think staff opened your present. Oh, I know why. It's because Moso Box didn't open the presents. Offkai staff opened the meet and greet presents for Shiki, Meiko, Nana. They opened them and they checked them. But Moso Box didn't open and check. Oops. Oopsies! You keep what you kill? That's true. I keep the dinosaur, I keep what I kill. The Yuna Nini? Yeah! She made it for me, yeah. What if Girth put something in it, weird in it? Oh yeah, I asked the Offkai staff to check for trackers as well. But, I mean, I don't think most of Box staff checked for it because they were really busy. But, oopsies, oopsies. But most of Box doesn't have security, whereas Offkai does have security. Yeah. He was really nice to chat with, even though he also has a lot of big noodle energy. What do you mean big noodle energy? It was hilarious watching people try to haggle him for con exclusive discounts. Ah, that sounds fun. Yeah. Trackers? Is that a thing? Yeah, some people put like AirTags, like Apple AirTags inside presents. So they track the location. Yeah. Or some people put like small trackers inside too. But yeah. Usually you can like find them. Yeah. People with trackers in their gifts like dolls. Yes, they do. Yeah. It is a thing. But luckily, I am very, very glad that you guys are very normal. I take a lot of pride in my fans being normal. Yes. Cause like, I understand that with like certain like types of content, you attract certain types of people, right? And all I literally do is I just sing and be stupid, simp for D-Luke, play some gacha, hang out with my friends, you know, do unhinged host club collabs. That's all I do. And I really take pride in the fact that you guys are so normal. I love that for you. Please be careful though. Sometimes weird people come in regardless. That is true. That is very, very true. Just microwave it for a minute. So true. Time to microwave all my dolls. So. The newsy charm indent looks like a tracker. I think it looks suspicious. Yeah. For D-Luke, I see ... Listen. I love him, okay? I love D-Luke. Nines, I'm gonna send you a stream that I want you to watch. It's called Cinder Nana, and it was a karaoke relay that I did for Valentine's Day, and it was like organized by V4Mirai's Ko Maria. So I want you to watch this one because I take pride. I take pride in being insane sometimes. Only for D-Luke. Okay, let me send it to you. Wait! You and mom can put it on the TV. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to the family group chat. Watch this on TV, mom and dad. You won't regret it. Do you know, chat, I forgot to tell you this, but the sweetest thing happened, okay? So, I don't know if there's any Gerard fans in chat, any sorority in chat, but the funniest thing happened when I told Kitty Mama about the WrestleTuber event. So she had no idea what was happening. She had no idea what was going on. So I just told her like, oh, you know, Dokibird organized a wrestling tournament, and just by chance, by fate, by destiny, by some twist of fate, I got paired against the dinosaur VTuber from Holostars called Gerard T. Rexford. And, you know, I'm a galaxy, he's a dinosaur, and it's quite accurate, lore-wise. It's a little bit touche. Yes. And so I was like, yeah, and like, mommy, I made a diss track or whatever. And she was like, you did? And I was like, yeah, I wrote it in like 10 hours or whatever. And like, I don't speak Tagalog, but like I message all my Tagalog friends asking them to teach me like bad words. And like, I also asked like sorority to like give me some things to diss him about. And I read out to mama the list of like all the things that like they called him out for, just his silly boy failure moments. And then mom was like, and I was like, oh mommy, do you want to see my diss track? And she was like, wait, honey, I'll do you one better. Let's watch it on the TV. And I was like, real? And she was like, yes, honey, we have YouTube on the TV. And so she goes to the TV, she opens YouTube. She's like, how do you spell Gerard? What do I type in? And I'm like, Nana and then Jurard. And then She pulls up my diss track and she's watching it on TV. And I was like, oh my gosh, Mom. And then later on, we told Nines about it. And so mother and father watched my wrestling fight on TV. And you know, like the meme of like the 4 men sitting on a couch being like quiet and then all of a sudden going like, yeah, with like their hands, like fists in the air. That was literally them, okay? When they saw me appear on screen, literally Nines and Kitty was like, yeah, pin him down, Nana, yeah. They're so silly. I love them. And like, it literally just felt like your mom and dad like go like, that's my kid, she's on TV. It was so cute. Oh my gosh. And like when it came to the finishing move of like the bum bongo, like Nines was like about to look away and Kitty was like, no. This is the most important part. And it was the bum bongo. And they started laughing. They were like, bro, no way. The most embarrassing finishing move. But yeah, it was so cute that they were like, oh, that's our kid. She's on the TV. But yeah, honestly, this trip has been very healing. Not physically, but mentally. I think physically, I'm exhausted beyond relief. I think this week, Mako and I combined maybe got a grand total of like 16 hours of sleep. Yeah. I got like 12 hours of sleep together this week in total. So that wasn't fun. But on the flight back, I slept like maybe 11 hours. So it was okay. I was so tired I passed out for 11 hours. Not consistently. It was in like 2-hour intervals, 3-hour intervals. But I did sleep a lot on the flight back. But throughout the week though, I was so busy. I maybe got like 12 hours in total during the week. And I was so tired. But mentally and emotionally, it was very healing because we just met the most amazing friends, amazing people, and we got to see you guys. And I think that above anything just really touched my heart and reminded me of, you know, who we're doing it for, why we're working so hard, and, you know, that I love you guys. You're just little guys. You were just sweet little guys. And yeah, I'm really happy. So how was the jet lag treating you? I think because I'm streaming right now, it's forcing me and my brain to stay awake. But earlier, before the stream, I was fighting for my life. Like even coming back home on the taxi, I was so sleepy. I was fighting for my life. And I feel like at around 6 p.m, I'm gonna get really sleepy again. Because I always get sleepy around 6 p.m. when I'm fighting jet lag. And I'm really not excited. I'm so not excited. I've got a busy week as well. I'm gonna be so, oh my gosh. Even like during Offkai, I was fighting for my life as well. I was like, I would fall asleep when like Kitty would be driving us to places. I'll just be nodding off. And I found out that I'm a really powerful micro napper, that I'm really good at micro sleeping. So like when Kitty was just driving us, Mako and her were just talking about like cars in general. And I zoned out because I was just so tired. I was so sleepy. So I was like, And so I just fell asleep and I was like, And I think they noticed I was asleep and they were like, and after a while they were like, oh, Nana's like asleep. And then when I heard them say that, because I think subconsciously I was still trying to pay attention. So I micro slept for 2 minutes because I was fighting for my life. And then afterwards I opened my eyes and I was like, good morning. I feel refreshed now. I'm no longer fighting for my life. And they turn around and they stare at me and they're like, what? Huh? What? But it was like 2 minutes. And even on like the Uber as well, back from one of like the long nights, Mako was having a conversation with me. She was having a full-on conversation with me about something that I do not remember. But as she was yap maxing in my ear, I just look at her and I'm like, I'm so tired. Good night. And I lean my head back against the chair and I'm just like, and I fall asleep in 10 seconds flat. 10 seconds flat. And I think Meiko was a bit shocked because I sleep again for maybe 3 minutes and then we get to our destination. And then I wake up and I'm like, good morning. Okay, let's go. And I felt better. Yeah. So yeah, found out I am a powerful micro napper. So. But yeah, I think I should have another nap, maybe sometime after this stream, just because I have been pushing it. My body has been physically pushed to its limits because I have not been sleeping and I've been high stress, high tension, packed schedule, go, socializing, going karaoke. Speaking of karaoke, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't tell you guys about karaoke. Okay. So, chat, you would not believe it. The karaoke was insane. Specifically, this one song that Ami and I and Meiko sang. So, there was a karaoke that was held by some of our music friends, like Kagura, Lorian and stuff. And so I think Sol went, Klaya went. Klaya's an artist, she sings beautifully. Sol, Kagura, Lorian, and me, Meiko, Ami, just some of our music friends, right? And Meiko was she was really nervous. She's just a baby. When she's drunk, she's super social. But when she is fully sober, she's very I'm nervous. Can you pick a song for me? I don't know any songs in Japanese. No, I can't speak Japanese. I only know white girl songs. And I was do you want to sing Taylor Swift? And so I put on some Taylor Swift songs for her and we sang All Too Well. That was great and everything. But I was oh my gosh, what if we sing Love Live songs? And she was yes. And Ami was yes. And so I was guys, let's sing Snow Halation. And they were yeah! And so we sang Snow Halation, right? And imagine this. I'm seated in the middle. Ami is next to me. Meiko is next to me. And all three of us have microphones. And all of our other friends are just going woo! And then as soon as dun 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 dun. As soon as the song came on, we locked in. 不思議だね今の気持ち We locked in, bro. And it was so funny because the lyrics were in Japanese and Meiko had her phone out to read them. To read the Romanji lyrics. It was so funny because Ami and I were reading the Japanese and Meiko was on her phone reading the Romanji. Homegirl was looking down and Ami and I were looking up and it was so funny. But we ate, and then when the instrumental came for the instrumental part of after the near the final chorus, the one with the guitar that goes dun 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 brum bum 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 brum brum bum bum ba ba bum ba ba bum. That guitar part, Ami started doing the G's on fire, tiger, white pot chant, right? Tiger, tiger, chop it up a cut a kina, chop it up a cut a kina, your house is get white fire, tiger, don't do the jasper, I told a tiger, done a tiger, G's on senior, white fire! And then right after that, we all stand up and we're like, 届けて切なさには. And it was so crazy because our other friend, Plix, he had light sticks. He had his pen lights. He turned them ultra orange. And he started spinning them. And all our friends were like, woo! And we stand up and I was like, Jesus, tiger! 届けて切なさには But yeah, that was crazy. We ate. We served. What can I say? We served. We served. And then all of our other friends were like, bro, did we just get a Prima concert? Yeah, we ate it up. We ate that up. Yeah. Plex on the pen lights. Yeah! Hi, Reevan! Bro, I found out a lot of my like producer friends have sleeper builds because when Riemann like sang, bro has a sleeper build because I usually just know my music producer friends for like producing, but bro was ethereal. Bro was magical. This man can do forward splits and he can sing like he bodied Celine Dion when he sang. Bro had the most beautiful vibrato, the most beautiful control, and such like an angelic voice. Bro is angelic. He can do splits, he can produce music and sing. And Plix sang so well too. They all have sleeper builds, I swear to God. But yeah, yes. And then after that, we had another karaoke because I think it was for like Hazumi's birthday. And then, yeah, it was so fun because we sang Into the Unknown and what else did we sing? We also sang Starships. That was fun. We also sang Snow Halation again. We sang Snow Halation again because it's just that good. And yeah, it was really fun. But we left after a few songs. Yeah, just to go socialize with some of our other friends again. But it was a packed schedule, a booked and busy schedule, and I'm so physically tired, but emotionally and mentally fulfilled because I think that is truly the joys of living. Yes. Triple threat, we are the blue girls of Prima, Ami, Nana, Meiko. 届けて切なさには Oh my gosh, I really want to do another Snow Halation cover again with all of Prima again. Ah, that would be so magical. That would be so cool. I would love to do another one again. Yeah. Is there anything else that I'm missing? I'm trying to think. Did I miss anything else? Oh my god, I know what I need to find. Okay, so chat, you know how I made a tweet? You know how I made a tweet that was like, chat, every time I make eye contact with Meiko for more than 1.5 seconds, maybe even 1 second, she literally closes her eyes, tilts her head, puckers her lips, and leans in so close to my face. Every single time I look in her direction and we make eye contact for literally 1 second, 1.5 seconds, she goes like... It's so bad! She couldn't stop doing it! Well, because like, something that we said, I'll be like, Meiko. She'll be like, Nana, you're my moon. And I'll look at her and I'm like, Meiko, you're my sun. And she'll look at me and she'll be like, together, we complete each other. And as we're making eye contact, she'll just be like, and then she'll like lean in to kiss me. Ah! And I would just be like, bro, what are you doing? And she'll be like, and we'll laugh again. We'll be like, and we'll just laugh again. And we'll be like, it was so bad, bro. It was so bad. How many times did you leave her hanging? Every single time. Every single time. I couldn't do it. She's too funny. I just had to laugh. It's just every single time. She's so stupid. She's so stupid. And like she would do this in front of our friends too. Like we were like talking with just like Diego and like Lisa and like Tonya, and like, even in front of them, she'd be like, I'll make eye contact with her for 1 second, and she'll be like, bro. She would lean in so close too. Oh my god. And guess what? She texted me this. on Discord. Guess what? She sent a bunch of emojis. She was like, this is the leaning in and kissing. Bro! The leaning in and the puckering the lips. Bro! She can't stop. She physically cannot stop. She physically cannot stop. Bro is still doing it. She is still doing it. But yeah, I love Meiko so much. I think I need to talk more about how much I love her because during the trip, because she slept on the couch, I would sometimes just get on top of her and snuggle with her and cuddle with her because she's so warm and she's so soft and she smells so good. And I would just like crawl on top of her and I'll cuddle her and we'll just be cuddling. Yeah, and it was so nice. Yeah. And like every single morning we'll do our makeup together, do our skincare together, and we'll eat breakfast together with like mom and dad. And Meiko, you know how like white people have like the white people stare with like, no, you know how blue eye people have like the blue eye stare and they go like, you know, like the meme. I need to find the meme, the blue eye meme. It's it's like wait, I need it. It's this one. It's this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you know, because basically there was a trend on TikTok that was like, did you know people with blue eyes, or just white people in general with like light colored eyes, it can be any color, it can be green, it can be blue, it can be any color, but like usually white people, they have a habit of like opening their eyes really big when they talk to you, unconsciously, but they'll be like, yeah, and their eyes are always so light, so they look like this. They dead ass look like this when they look at you. And so Meiko, she's got red eyes, right? She's got red eyes, but she has the white person stare. And she's so needy, like, and she's cute as well. I love her for that. But she would literally grab my hand and she'd be like, no. So like, no. I love you. Do you like me less after you met me? Do you hate me? Do you like me less? No, be honest. You need to tell me. Do you like me less after you met me? And I'm just like, girl, we're having coffee at a cafe in front of all these people. What kind of question is this? What kind of question is this? And she'd be like, she wouldn't blink. She doesn't blink. She'll just be gripping, gorilla gripping my hand. And she'll look at me and she'll be like, do you hate me? Do you like me less? After you met me, be honest. You have to be honest. And I'll start laughing because she's so stupid. And her face looks so stupid and cute. And I'll start laughing, right? And she'll be like, wait, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? I can't tell. I have anxiety. She was like, why are you laughing? I have anxiety. I can't tell. And I'm like, of course not, you stupid. I love you. And she's like, oh really? Okay. And she would ask me, like, so many times, staring into your soul for real, bro. With her red, beady, shock eye, she'd be like, it's so funny because it's because she just sent me. She just sent me a Discord message, and this is exactly what she looks like. She looks exactly like this. I can't even kid you. She looks exactly like this. And she'll just be like, and sometimes she'll just stare at me, and then she'll lean in for a kiss, and she'll be like, she'll stare. Get a girl who would stare at you like this, and then close her eyes. Or just lean in for a kiss. She's so stupid. She literally looks like this. Like, she would grip my hand and she'd be like, do you like me last after you met me? Be honest. You can tell me, but just be honest. You can't lie. Just be honest. Do you hate me? Do you hate me? You hate me? No. Do you like me less? But yeah, it was so stupid. So stupid. I love her. Yeah. Anyways. It was so nice being able to finally see her, and we both cried so hard when we had to say goodbye, and she was like, you know, you are the bestest friend ever. You make me feel so safe and so comfortable. And I'm like, you too. You are the sweetest shark ever. And you are just so considerate and so loving. And I love you. And yeah, oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna cry again. Anyways, I love Mego. I'm so glad I got to meet everybody. And yeah, Offkai was fun. Chat. Before I end stream, I do need to ask you, we hit 30k. Arigatou. We hit 30k. What the frick do we do? What do we do? What do we do for 30k? I don't know what to do. What do we do? What should we do, chat? Wakanai. I know Gerard also hit 100k and he's preparing a karaoke. It's gonna be archived. And so that's why he's like not streaming this entire week, because he's preparing for his karaoke. And I was like, man, I don't know. What should I do? Yeah, what should I do? Yeah. Clean your room. No! My room was clean because I just moved, remember? Draw for 48 hours? Absolutely not. Hand cam stream? Oh! I check a stream with Butsu Wheel. Or maybe pizza party. Yeah, he's super nervous. Yeah, I can tell he is. Sing with him? For 30k? Real? I mean, that is true, technically. I only reached 30k because of WrestleTuber. So maybe I can ask Gerard if he's down to do a cover. Because technically, I hit 30k, I think, really just because of WrestleTuber and all the promo activities from that. So I am very grateful. So maybe I can ask him if he wants to do a cover. Yeah. A stream of only saying nice things about yourself. No! You can't do that to me! No! Mission impossible. Handcam sounds fun. I'm not gonna say anything yet, but we might already have something happening this week. It's not to celebrate 30k, but something might be happening this week. We did a poll before, isn't it? That's true, but that was for 25k. Now it's for 30k, I guess. Baking star cookies? Oh, maybe. Yeah. Worth asking? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. But yeah, sounds good. A stream where you sing every requested song. I feel like I did that in the past before though, you know? But yeah. Anyways, I'll try set up something to celebrate 30k maybe by like next week. Yeah, because this week I need to die. I need to girl run, absolutely die. So. And yeah, I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. I need to catch up on Honkai Star Rail because Boot Hill is out and I want to get Boot Hill because he looks cool. I want to use the gun. Pew pew pew. Yeah. So. Yeah, but let me read some super chat. And I think that should be everything. Oh my god, I've been streaming for 3 hours. 3 hours, okay. So, let me read some super chat. Bro! Average Jeeves enjoyed. Thank you so much. What the hell? Bro super chatted me after the meet and greet. What the frick? Thank you for having us at the meet and greet. Bummed we couldn't really hear y'all, but still so grateful you had us and we had a blast. Bro, Average Jeeves Enjoyer is one of just the most normal, nice beaches ever. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your existence. Thank you. Like, Meiko's fans are the sweetest people ever. Like, so I think it was Leslie Klavensky and Average Jeeves and Joya. They went to every single panel together. They would message each other in Mako's like Discord, and they went to every panel together. They went to have dinner together, and they made plans together. They just made plans together. They got dinner 2 nights in a row. And then one of the beaches got stuck because he missed his last train. It was sex have a 69. He missed his like train and he was stuck. And so all of Mako's fans were offering him a ride. Be like, you can stay at my place. I can give you a ride. You can stay with me. It was the sweetest thing ever. Oh my God, he's here. Hi. Hello, Average Jeeves and Joya. Hello. Yeah, I was trying to tell you because Mako's mic was muted. She was like, Jeeves loves you too. Yeah, but her mic was muted. Sorry. Thank you so much for the donation. ありがとうございます。はい。Yeah, I thanked all the gifted earlier. Hi, Bram Salon, thank you for the $2 tip. Thank you for making Green Anna and the lovely concert. Here's your portion of the concert ticket. I'm glad you like the Yoshi I gave you. Of course! ありがとうございます。And Zako person, thank you so much for the 4-month memberships. Hi, Nana, welcome back. I treasure your keyboard forever. No worries! Serene Sugar, thank you so much for the 2-month membership. Welcome back, Nana. Glad you had fun. ありがとうございます。Leslie, thank you so much for the 4-month membership. We're so back. Offkai was so fun. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Leslie. And Fizzle Pickle, thank you for the 11th month of membership. Oh my goodness, why do I have this sniper rifle in my hand? I wasn't trying to snipe the kitty mama and nines. It was all Girth's doing. Please don't bonk me. なるほどね。なるほどね。And Bali-san, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Nana. Hi. And Cafe, thank you so much for the 5-month membership. ありがとうございます。Mogo, thank you for the 13th month membership. Baja Blast is one of the best sodas I've ever had. That's true. It is very yummy. Also, Prem, thank you for the 21 months of memberships. Let's go. Thank you, Prem. I'm sad that I missed Offkai. I hope to be able to go to the next event you attend. Yes, definitely. Invite me, guys. Invite me to your local convention, to your country convention, because there's strength in numbers. The entire reason why we rebranded as Prima is number 1, being called X Prism is so ugly. Number 2, being called Prima is better for branding and reputation and reliability. Number 3, being called Prima is easier for sponsors, for companies, for people to refer to us as. And number 4, I think it's just cute. It's the start of something new. But number 1 is that X Prism just sounds ugly to say. It doesn't roll off the tongue nicely. So yeah, that was the entire reason. But yes, so invite us to your local convention. Email them and be like, hey, have you heard of Prism Project? They used to work under Sony Music Entertainment Japan, but their agency fell through, but they're super reliable. They're super professional. They know how to work a lot of technology. They know how to do things well. Yeah, so just email your local conventions right now. Right now. And conventions need to be told 6 months in advance, okay? 6 months in advance. Because sometimes they need to buy flight tickets for the guests. Sometimes they need to organize a budget to pay the guests. And that requires money. It requires money, it requires time. So email your local conventions 6 months in advance and be like, hey, I know that this is happening. If you don't have a guest list yet, please consider Nana Artsteria from Prima. She used to be under Prism Project, which was an agency under Sony Music Entertainment Japan. But yeah, she is indie, then corporate, then indie again. She has experience, she's reliable, and she is trustworthy. Yada, yada, yada. So. Man, imagine Prima at AX. I said 6 months in advance, bro. AX? No way. There's no way we're going. No way. So. Yeah. So. Prima AX 2025. 2025, yeah! But yes, I'll be counting on you guys. Hopefully I can see you in your country. Anyways, also yes, Deep Fried Scream. Yes, I thank you for the super chat. And thank you so much for the huge donut. Good job on Offkai. Welcome back. Very fun to listen to you yap max and get a little rest. I'm just a yapper. I'm just a yap maxer. Yeah. So. I'm just a yap. Thank you. My voice is dying now. I can feel my voice. Oh, I can feel my voice dying after snow halationing too hard. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to take a rest. A big rest. So yeah. I'll have a nap now. I'll have a nap. Yeah. Yeah. So email your local conventions. And no, I can't nap here. I gotta make a schedule. I'll make a schedule now, okay? Thank you so much for coming to today's stream chat! 今日の配信来てくれてありがとうございます。今日はおつななそしてまたなな I'll see you guys later! And we are so back! おつななオフ会おつななバイバイ